end of the last career.
Well, yeah.
Well, and figuring out some of them are the kind that you can just learn right off the bat, and some of them require book learnings or at least not that way, but at least like being taught, so they really require downtime. And I think what happens is, especially when you've been in a career a little while, you take all the easy ones right away, and then
right.
Then you're just stuck going,
exactly.
I haven't had any time to learn these ones, but I don't want to switch careers and miss out on these. But
yeah, some of them are really hard to get. That's true.
I was just looking at these. I need to look at these talents like lightning reflexes or marksman.
Lightning reflexes is very good because it gives you +5 agility.
There's also lightning parry. I'm gonna start reading these while
That's basically it works like that. You have multiple attacks, for example, 3 attacks, and you can declare attack, and then keep the last attack for instant parrying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I managed to open to it.
It's very good if someone, for example, fights with a two-handed weapon and he wants to parry.
Is it something that takes time to learn, or can you learn on the fly?
Well, in case of you guys, I guess you can learn it instantaneously because you're pretty seasoned, fighters. So I can let you take this, of course, if you can, without any learning. If you wish to, of course.
I was just looking at lightning reflexes. You get a permanent +5 bonus to your agility.
Yeah, that's very good.
That is actually pretty good. Or marksman, I would get a permanent +5 to my ballistic skill.
Yeah. Remember that you can buy the second skill, the one which you did not take, after you finish the profession.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
You can buy the ore at the end.
Yes, but only after you finish the profession.
Right.
Wait a second, sorry.
And so that +5 would be to my base agility, which would then give me... What skills do I have where agility? I'm just trying to decide whether I want to up my agility or my marksmanship.
Can I learn rapid reload or sure shot on the fly, do you think?
I think he said he's going to be right back.
Oh, okay.
Well, I have quite a few skills that use agility as their base, like silent move and all that jazz.
Okay.
But then, and my marksmanship is already pretty good, although my agility is already pretty good too. Actually, have I maxed out in that already? Oh no, I have not. I've only okay. Yeah, I feel like taking the how many attacks do I have? Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm here. So,
No,
Brian, you were saying something. Brian?
Oh yeah, like rapid reload and sure shot. Could I learn those in the fly too?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Okay. How would rapid reload work with a sling?
Well, you simply reload faster. How long does it take for you to reload the sling?
I think it's a half turn already with a sling.
So now it's a free action then.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here.
You're good at juggling your swing balls.
Yes.
So that you can,
Sally really knows how to handle balls.
Lightning parry is pretty nice too, though.
Lightning parry is good, but remember that you need to make it work. You need to always make multiple attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll highs and lows.
I'm going to. I can add Jason to our conversation.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, you're here.
Can you
All
hear
right. Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jay, spend your experience points.
I don't think I have any.
Okay.
We
Mhm.
gave pretty much gave experience points to
Yes.
what's his name?
Oh,
Sorry.
gave experience points to the other guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, who's making notes?
I think it's my turn this week.
All right.
That said, I'm on daddy duty again for 2 of my kids. So, if you hear me mute, or if you don't hear me, give me a second. And/or if you hear me scream at somebody, that's why.
Wait, how many kids do you have now?
3.
Jesus.
There's no stopping you, Andy.
Yeah.
No, there's now surgically stopping me.
Oh.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Court order.
You're a
I
good
wish.
man.
Yeah, got that taken care of.
Yeah.
I'm taking rapid reload, I think.
Okay. I was thinking about vasectomy after my first child, but yeah. I probably won't do it.
Yeah.
Well, I would, if you're not married, I would suggest holding off.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm
Well.
getting married next year, so you know. Like.
Also, apparently, reversals don't always work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's basically what I was told by the doctor. Like, you can get it, but you can't count on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That said, to be fair, that the original surgery doesn't always work either. So,
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't always take.
Well,
Who
the
has their camera on?
the body has a tendency to try to reverse it itself,
Yeah.
and it's most likely to occur within the first year of the surgery. So,
Okay. Well.
Yeah, my dental hygienist was telling me how she was. She almost broke up her conception. Almost broke up her parents because her father was convinced that her mother was cheating on him.
Oh my God. Oh.
Like,
Okay.
Nope, you're.
Actually, no.
Well. Okay, guys. Let's begin. Yes.
I'm actually gonna do lightning parry instead of rapid reload. I want to change that real quick.
Okay. No problem. No problem.
Oh, we're the Lightning Brothers.
Lightning Brothers.
Team Lightning.
Pretty
Yeah.
sweet name for an 80s band. Lightning Brothers.
Mhm.
Okay. Last time on the Thousand Thrones. It's your duty time. You know what to do. You need to get down.
get down.
Below.
I'm still lobbying for my son to play that on trumpet.
Below the burned bakery. The bakery which once belonged to the Burned family, not a burned bakery. There's a difference.
Although, if I remember correctly, it looks like the bakery itself may have been burned down or trashed.
No, yeah, it was trashed, but no, there's no fire damage, fortunately. And you're joined by a new party member. Remind me, what's your name?
Steve McSteve face, isn't it?
Big McLarge huge.
Big
Buck
Daddy.
naked.
Open up all my papers.
Johann Schmidt.
Yeah, Johann Schmidt. And who is Schmidt?
Johann Schmidt is a mercenary from Marienburg who apparently likes to drink, although not as much as Gennaro. Press F to pay respects, of course. And he basically will join you in the expedition. Johann is a seasoned fighter. He knows how to handle himself. And I would just like to remind you that you've left, what was his name? Vincent, in Johann's house. You stole him from the Shallians. Yeah, that was pretty sweet action.
Leopold was wearing his wallpaper camouflage.
Yes. Huh? What was that noise?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Oh, I just opened the door.
No, I'm like it's a joke from a Metal Gear Solid game.
Oh.
Like when you were sneaking and you were making noise, the guards were like, "Huh? What was that noise?" Yeah,
I
sorry.
think they also had that
Cardboard
in one of the Tom Clancy titles too, right?
Yeah, pretty sure
Cell.
that it was Splinter Cell. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
So anyway, you are now standing right in front of a man-made entrance into the sewers below Marienburg. The thing is that you don't really know what to expect, because Marienburg is not your typical old world city. It's a city built essentially on a series of islands, on a number of islands. At the exit to the River Reich. And because of that, you can even smell the salt coming from the hole. Now, of course, Johann is with you. He's from around here. You can always ask him if you wish.
But does the hole smell like fish?
Yeah. Well, it smells like a sewer mixed with.
It was a really
Water.
dirty joke.
Oh, yeah, I understand. I know that one actually. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought he was going on about fishmen again.
Yeah.
Well, that's fish woman this time. Okay. So anyway, are you prepared to enter the sewers?
Yeah, we've been here before, fellas.
You were?
Well, not these particular sewers, but we've done sewer duty
Yeah.
before.
I'm trying to think if Schmidt knows what you guys are after. Do you guys know what you're after even?
At this
No.
point, no, I don't know.
All we know is that we're trying to head for where X marks the spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have map of Jürgen Bayer. Jürgen Bayer, who was somehow connected to this whole miracle child business. And you essentially need to find the spot. Now, who's going first? Do you have any light sources? Because you can see that it's very dark down there. There's no source of light. Like absolutely zilch.
I still have my
Lantern.
I think.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got a couple of torches.
Okay. Like normal torches or like better torches?
Just says torches.
So it's a normal torch, alright. Sally, you
yeah.
don't have any light sources?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I supposedly still have my lantern. I forget what we said about the lamp oil, but we were saying it was closer to running out than before.
Yeah, but
And-
I might have a torch. I'll check in a sec.
it's
I
not
have
like
two
you. Sorry, it's not like you have zero. It's just there's a. It's closer to running out, but it should still be good for a few hours.
I also have 2 torches.
Very good. All right.
So.
Johann,
Can I use the torch now?
you want to light the torch? Light the torch now? Sure, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're at, I guess, the entrance, right?
Yeah.
We're done searching. Schmidt, he just has armor, weapons,
Yeah.
armor and weapon stats. He doesn't have any gear.
Johann, you actually knew quite a lot about the sewers under the Doodkanal, as most Marienburgers do, honestly. So we can do this. If you want to tell them, I will just tell them in your voice, okay?
All right.
And if you don't
No,
want to tell them because you're an asshole, then that's okay with me as well.
I guess I'll start off with saying, smells like this leads to the sewers. And then I'll let you go from there.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Now, the
We
whole-
wore an onion on our belt because it was the fashion at the time.
Now, the whole thing about the sewers in Marienburg, you see, says Johann, is that they are a bit of a maze, but not just any maze. Yeah? You see, Marienburg's location has given rise to an increasing problem. As our islands become more and more cramped, building construction tends to go upwards rather than outwards, right? But as more and more floors are added to the tops of houses and shops, the buildings have begun to sink into the soft earth below. This is especially prevalent in areas such as this, where cheap buildings lack proper foundations or repair, and so whole rooms are now below the surface of the streets above. Add to this cellars and basements and the sewerage tunnels that run through certain parts of the city, and you have a complex network of rooms and passageways beneath the bustling surface of Marienburg. Of course, since the city is built on islands in the mouth of a river, many tunnels are always filled with water, and others flood in sync with the tides. He looks at you. Oh, and the sewers have not honestly been repaired since trade dried up. I mean, I'm talking about that canal. And when most of the population left, they abandoned their basements and sunken rooms. So don't be surprised to see collapsing walls and floors, which have made it difficult for anyone to attempt to find their way around. Yet I've heard that people still try, and that the forgotten passageways are home to those who do not wish to be found, including mutants and other creatures hiding from society, as well as smugglers and thieves who wish their activities to remain secret. So yeah, that's my 2 pennies.
Now, he's probably aware of whether the tides are in or out, or is he?
Not really. You're not a sailor, so you're not a seaman. You're just a merc. You won't be able to tell it underground. No way.
Well, I meant like the time of day.
Yeah, usually they go out in the mornings, right? Or midnight-ish.
Yeah, I would imagine if you're
Comes in the afternoon.
Well, yeah, okay. Fair enough. So, in that case, like...
I mean, we might be off by a few hours, but we should have a general idea.
Let's just say that the tide has not yet come. And you should still have some time before it will. Okay?
Okay.
Are you going? And if you are going in, then who goes first?
Leopold will go first with his lantern.
Alright. Who's second?
Don't all.
Lucas will try to be last if he can, but he won't make a big deal about it if he won't draw attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
You next.
Come again, Brian.
I said mercenary. You
There
next.
are again some problems with your connection.
He's saying he's volunteering Jason to be second.
Okay.
Could you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you're just
you are
breaking
breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm on the Wi-Fi. Let me get off here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Sally's going second, right? Third?
No, Johan's going
Oh,
second.
Johan's go. So Sally's going third, and Lucas is going at the very end.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, okay.
At least for now.
Swords
We'll
out.
find some other reason to complain in a minute. But
Yeah. You descend below the surface of Marienburg, and you begin your journey into the darkness below the world. The labyrinth beneath the dead canal is convoluted and constantly changing with the movement of the tides, so much so that no attempts has been made to map the area. And very quickly, you've discovered that this is truly a maze. The sewage tunnels themselves are generally small, wide enough only for one or two to walk abreast, and in many cases, those of you who are taller will be forced to stoop under the low ceilings. The channels are lined with stone tiles, though these are mostly covered in green slime and pungent fungi. Most tunnels have fallen into disuse. Sewage tends to be thrown into the canals or the streets. Often you find themselves wading through effluent, the wretched stench making your eyes water. At some points, the tunnels are filled with fetid canal water up to the waist of a normal man. At others, no water flows, but the floors of the tunnels are thick with dark sludge. Rats and lizards scurry back and forth whilst insects crawl up on the tiled ceilings. Passageways branch off in many directions, often ending at a heavy rusted grate, a collapsed ceiling, or a brick wall. The tunnels connect the room network beneath Marienburg through collapsing walls or purpose-built doors. Some of the rooms were built for sewer jacks long ago. These tend to be stone-sided and still have the remnants of rotting furniture. Other rooms are basements to tenements above, or are those rooms that have sunk below the surface. The rooms and their contents therefore vary, whatever. The PCs might, you might stumble. You didn't hear that. Sorry. You might stumble across what was once a kitchen, a storeroom piled high with moldy crates, or an old study complete with faded portraits on the wall. Some rooms may still show signs of use by the world above, but most are forgotten, filled with dust and decay, heavy with the smell of rot. Rooms connect to each other through doors or holes in the walls, whether man-made or caused by decay. You may have climbed up or down moldy stairs to other rooms to proceed. Some doors and passages have become blocked. Old gates might remain locked, and certain rooms simply lead nowhere. Therefore, during your journey, you've twisted and turned your way through the underground network, and, well, there were a few experiences along the way. So, like, right now I've described how it's going to look, like your journey, right? So that you may have some general idea. And you descend below the surface, and you make your way. Who's holding the map? I presume Leopold.
Sure.
All right.
That would make the most sense.
All right. Leopold and Sally have their torches lit. Who else has one?
Schmidt does not have a torch.
All right. Does anyone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I only have two, so I'm gonna hold off on it until theirs start to go, because we don't want to blow through all our torches before we even get halfway there.
Of course. So my question is, do you walk with your weapons drawn?
I would think
Yeah.
so. I would.
I was intending to, but I guess if I have
In fact, Sean said swords out, boys, at one point. So
that's what I said. But if I'm holding,
All right,
the map,
Leopold,
can I do
you
that?
take the torch. I'll walk without it, but I'll have my sling out ready to go.
Well, I was holding my lantern already.
Oh, okay. Well, does Johan? Do you want my torch?
why don't I carry that, since I'm in the back, and that way.
Okay. With the front and back.
Yeah,
lit.
remember that the front man walks with a map and a lantern. He's he doesn't have any weapons, so maybe think about that if you really want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I could hand back the lantern and have the map and my sword out.
Mm-hmm.
If so, who was behind me, Johan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
make more sense, because you
Okay.
usually want the light source behind you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, according to that video, anyway.
Anyway, the tunnels are pitch black, and without your light sources, you would simply not be able to make your way at all. Like there's no source of light, not even the smallest one, and more often than not, you really need to walk single file. Sometimes two side by side, but sometimes just in a line. Yes.
The other thing I wanted to say is just that as we're going to junctions and stuff, I wanted to sort of scratch in the wall with my sword tip, that we came this way, or like an X or something.
All right.
Just-
All right.
In case the map somehow is lost or destroyed.
Okay. You make your way through.
Can I? Yeah, I'm going to ask about that, because I want to eventually learn follow trail. So I want to ask what you're doing.
You are speaking in the tunnels. you know from your time in Talheim that this is probably the best idea to like
Keep quiet.
yeah,
Shut up, Sally.
to make sure that you will be heard by everything in a wide radius. And Johan, you know that the sewers beneath Marienburg are very dangerous. Not many people go down into them without, you know, without any like sort of precaution. So anyway, you're making your way through the sewers, through the tunnels, and the first half an hour is basically nothing happens. However, you suddenly enter an old room which has sunk below the surface, and Leopold, you felt that you've crunched something with this crunk below your foot. And you guys, you also feel that. You are walking on something that is very crunchy. You look down?
Yeah, I want to lower
Yes.
lower the light or look down if there's enough light already.
Well, first of all, you see that as you look down, the floor is moving. Because the floor is made of chitin. Strange bluish beetles crunch underfoot. And as you look down and shifted your light, hundreds of them scattered in all directions, like a living tide of insects. None attacked you. They've just disappeared in the darkness, beyond your beyond your light. But you can feel that they are still here in this room, covering the walls and ceiling. It's very disconcerting, and the crushed ones, they've stuck to the undersides of your boots. You can smell the stench of their innards. Ugh. Disgusting. The journey the journey continues.
Let's make sure no ceilings start to slowly fall on us.
Yeah.
I could feel them between my toes.
Another hour passes. You make your way through the tunnels, through the submerged rooms and cellars, through the houses. Of course, you're passing. Sometimes you need to waddle through filthy water. Sometimes you just walk through tunnels filled with this disgusting black sludge. Someone is apparently moving heavy
furniture.
metal crates above you.
Just dropped a box full of pots and pans down some stairs.
Yeah. No, but suddenly something happens. Everyone rolls for perception. The one who makes the highest roll wins. Alright, nice. Nice. Oh, no.
Oh, 66.
Yeah,
oh,
but
that's a
yes,
success.
70, yeah.
Damn.
Jason, how much intelligence do you have?
31.
31. Oh, so you haven't passed, alright.
No.
Does Lucas really have 70 intelligence?
He might have. He probably rolled perception. He might have a bonus in perception.
Yeah, 60 plus 10. Right.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry, that was my daughter on a little car thingy.
No worries. Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize I had that. I already rolled, but this one.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. So Sally has the best roll, if I'm not mistaken, because you have one full success. Sally, as you and your party move through the tunnels, you see a strange luminescence coming from a puddle of filthy water.
Something's glowing over there.
You guys stop as he told you that, or you continue walking?
No, Leopold stops remembering the weird glowing fish from the.
From the swamp.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you see that there's indeed a puddle of water in the tunnel, and as Sally told you that something glows there. You can indeed see that there's this strange greenish luminescence coming from a puddle of this water.
Okay, well, if it's not bothering us, I say we don't bother it, whatever it is. But of course, what are we down here looking for anyway?
Clues.
Anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Leopold looks at the map for a second. Does he feel like we're anywhere near the X on the map?
No, not really, but you have a feeling that you're going in the right direction.
Okay. Yeah, Leopold wants to look at the glowing thing again because he remembers the.
The fish.
Yes.
Very well. You approach the puddle.
I'm gonna follow him and kind of be ready for something to jump out.
Okay. It's coming from some kind of small object, like a ball. It's submerged. It emanates this light green glow.
A ball emanating a light green glow at the bottom of a puddle.
Yeah.
Would
Might
any?
be worth something, Leopold.
I'm trying to remember. I obviously not for Schmidt's case, but for everybody else's case, if that would trigger any memories of certain objects in Talabheim that we may have seen, as far as
Well,
the Skaven.
if you're talking about
yeah.
Leopold, you can roll for intelligence in that case.
All right, we'll do that. Got a pretty good intelligence. Woo!
Yeah, it actually reminds you of. It triggers memories of Talabheim, always pleasant. Of those strange devices used by some of the ratmen. Balls filled with, glass globes filled with poisonous gas, which the ratmen used to a great effect against the Empire troops, both during the invasion and later when you fought them as part of the resistance.
So I convey that to them that it reminds me of that.
Schmidt just kind of looks at the others, kind of read expressions because he obviously doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I think Lucas is going to veer around that.
All right.
Vapo de Ratti.
Suggest we don't touch it or we don't disturb it because who knows? Well, I'm assuming that Leopold mentioned that reminded him of that. If it did, that's when Lucas is going to veer around and suggest we not disturb it because we don't want to release anything.
Yeah, exactly. I do say that, and I agree with him.
All right. All right. So
That's
you're
not something we wanna
just
mess with.
giving this puddle a wide berth.
Yes.
All right. You continue your journey below the surface. I've already wrote this. Sorry. Oh, fucking hell! 3 times 3. Nice. All right. The journey continues. After some time, as you are walking through one of the main, what appears to be main tunnel of the, one of the main tunnels of the sewers, to your right, in a stream of sludge and excrement, you see something. You see that the purse floats down a sewer.
Leopold will try to grab it with his, try to stop it with his sword.
All right, you stop it with your sword without any problems. You pull it out. It's a small purse, but you can hear that something inside is clanking metallically.
Okay. I try to put it at my feet and look at it. What's the contents?
You open the purse. Within, you found 4 pennies, and what appears to be a number of fingernails.
Okay.
Oh, Reynolds,
4
bless
pennies
you.
plus fingernails. Yeah, so he's trying to think of his catechism. I was like, do the fingernails mean anything?
No, not really. You don't remember that they do.
Okay. He takes out the 4 pennies and puts them in his pocket and throws the rest of the purse away.
All right. You have 4 brass pennies. The journey
Sewer
continues.
pennies.
Yeah. After some 15 minutes, after some quarter of an hour, you are walking through a muddy path underground. Leopold, you suddenly spot footprints, visible footprints in the mud.
Okay.
They appear to be from a barefoot human and head the way that you are going.
I signal the guys with my hand gestures,
All right.
whatever, make a little walking finger motion and point in the direction we're going.
Leopold
I'm
is.
studying the footprints, like where they start and
You
where they
don't.
appear to start.
You don't really know. Probably some of them, disappeared. So this only you can now see only the ones in front of you. They are heading forward.
Does it look like there's just one set, or is
Yes.
it like multiple
There,
sets? Okay.
there's only one set of fingerprints. Are you following them?
Yes.
Very well. After a few yards, they stop in front of a wall.
This might be an intelligence test, but are we kind of at sea level at the moment?
What? Sewer level?
Sea level with the tides.
My
Ye-
guess is we're under.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You need to roll and with
I was just wondering, like, if it would kind of come to mind that these footsteps were recent because if the tides were higher, they would be flushed out type of thing. Or if that's just too much for one to.
That's some follow trail stuff, I think.
You don't know Schmidt.
I'm pretty sure I've got follow trail if we need to.
Yeah.
roll
Yeah, but
one.
like I've said, they've ended.
We
At the
see
wall.
they essentially. Do we see like half of one
No.
under the door,
No.
under the wall?
No. Nothing like
Okay.
that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna guess that there's a secret door here somewhere.
or above us.
I'm gonna start trying to search the wall
Mm-hmm.
and the surrounding area to see if there's anything, because
Alright.
this can't be some kind of. So is it just a regular perception?
Yes, you do realize that you are slowly running out of lantern oil.
Okay.
Roll for perception.
Woohoo!
You haven't found anything.
I haven't found anything.
No.
Where on the map are we at this point, roughly?
Uh,
I mean, where is our best guess as to where we are on the map at this point?
let's say in the middle somewhere.
Okay. I'm
But
gonna
remember, the map is a sketch.
right,
Yeah.
right. I'm going to suggest we keep on going then, because we don't want to be stuck. We don't want to waste too much time down here. In case
Yeah,
we're back in.
that makes sense. I mean, Leo is just perplexed because he's. I rolled good. I was like, I don't know. It must be some kind of sorcery or witchcraft.
Damn it.
Makes
Alright.
the sign of the hammer.
Yes.
Are they, Mr. Lucas? The lantern's getting a little low. Ready
not-
another torch?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can get another torch ready to light light off the torch I'm carrying once the lantern goes.
Okay. Schmidt kind of nods to Lucas.
You continue your way. Sometime later, in a narrow sewer channel, wide enough only for a single file, for only single file. Leopold, you've been set upon a large albino lizard.
Uh-oh.
Yes, who knows how this fearsome beast grew to become this way, hidden in the twisting tunnels. It is large and ferocious. This lizard is just one of many beasts that have somehow found their way onto, or possibly grown up in, the twisting tunnels beneath the dead canal. This lizard is as big as a large dog. Its scaly skin is milky white and tiny red eyes peek out from behind a mouth filled with sharp teeth. It lunges at you. How much agility do you have?
53 with my lightning reflexes.
So
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Alright. You can act first. Like I've said before, only a single person can fight in these confines at a time. So you see that the lizard is approaching your way.
Okay.
And it hisses. You know, it wants to devour you. What are your options?
My options are to stab it with my sword.
So you approach and attack.
Yes.
All right. You move forward and you try to skewer the lizard with your blade. Roll for. Oh, you have -5 because it's unsettling. So just so you know.
Okay.
All right.
Nope.
Nope.
So that means I miss.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I will use a luck point to try to reroll that.
Very well.
No.
Okay, what I miss?
Giant.
You just missed me missing.
You've lunged towards the lizard, but the beast is quick. It avoided your attack, and now it chomps on you.
Okay.
It tries to bite you.
No, I forgot I'm injured. Oh well. We'll see how long I last.
The two attacks, you've been able to just jump backwards, almost falling into Schmidt.
Okay.
But the jaws of the beast missed you by a hair's breadth. Now it's your turn. You guys, you can see that Leopold is fighting with something big, scaly, and white. By the way, it's a very nice shout out to the albino gators in the sewers beneath New York. Nice, I like that. All right. So,
okay.
Yeah. Multiple attacks.
Yeah, I have 2 attacks, so I'd have to do a swift attack to do that. Is that what happens?
Yes.
Okay.
First
Yeah,
is
that.
normal. Second is -10.
Okay.
So first is -5. Second is -15 in that case.
Okay. First one hits.
The lizard will dodge. Or at least it will try to dodge, but I doubt that it will be able to. Nope. Roll damage.
Okay. I'll go down to my sword.
Is the what's the condition of the ground? Is it wet?
It's
puddle?
It's damp here. These are the tunnels.
So it's what is going on? Oh, they've changed the.
Yeah, they've changed
dice.
Yeah, dice. They've changed them a bit.
Okay.
Yes.
And then plus. Okay. So yeah, sorry. So that would be +4 would be 10.
10. All right. You've slashed at the lizard and you've opened one of its sides. The lizard hissed, but it's still in the game. It still wants to eat you.
I want to yell behind me to hand me the torch.
You have a lantern already.
Yes. Lanterns probably aren't bright enough.
Oh, okay. Second attack. Sean.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
When he says that, Lucas will actually light the second torch and just and once that's lit, hand it to him.
All right.
Okay.
10.
Because he
looks
doesn't
like
want
it
to. He
hits.
doesn't want to be without a fire or without a torch himself.
Roll for damage, Sean.
Let me go to the advanced dice roller. There we go. And 10 plus 4. See that? Oh, where are you being the butt? Okay, there we go. Boom! 13 points of damage. Take
All right.
that.
Your second strike went into its mouth and through the back of its head.
Nice.
The lizard fell dead to the ground without uttering a single sound. It was just like flop. You pull the blade, slick with blood, from the creature's mouth. You've won.
Yay.
Nice.
I'm gonna snuff the lantern, leave whatever oil is left in there,
All right.
and then you just use the torch at this point.
All right. How long does the torch last? I think a couple of hours. Like an hour or maybe 2. Just so you know, guys.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, no clue.
All right.
But I have two. I have two torches as backup if we need them.
Very well. Sometime later, one of the tunnel walls. You can see that one of the tunnel walls is decorated in faded mosaic tiles. Any patterns or pictures are hard to determine, but you can just about make out the depiction of what appears to be an octopus. Yeah, truly the tunnels below Marienburg are really varied and, unique, complex, you might say. And so your journey continues.
Would we know what an octopus is?
Well, you were in the Dancing Octopus Tavern.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Calamari. Not
Yeah.
squid.
Yeah, especially Sally knows because, Tylea, you've probably eaten it at some time in your life. More time passed. You're walking through the tunnels. Your journey is only possible because of the stinking torches that you carry. In the gloom you can see many strange shapes. You can hear strange noises coming from all around you. And of course there's the smell. The smell is simply put horrendous. Leopold,
Yes.
in front of you you spot a foot. A foot severed just above the ankle. The foot
Okay.
still in a leather boot. As you take a closer look, you see that the foot looks to have been torn off, and there are jagged marks in the flesh and bone.
I quickly glance around, see if there's anything.
No. There's nothing here.
Okay.
Is this the foot that's been making the trail?
No, that was a bear. That was a barefoot. This one is a shoe. Leopold just kind of nudges the foot aside and keeps on his way.
I'm surprised you wasn't checking out the boot to see if it looked like it'd be valuable to keep.
Nope. What am I gonna do with one boot?
How long have we been down here?
You don't know, you can't really tell the time underground.
Okay.
Long enough for you to become more and more agitated. Not long enough to slowly start going insane. But yeah, the claustrophobia is slowly beginning to get to you guys. Sometime later, you've spotted a human skeleton lying in the tunnel's latch. Most of its skull caved in.
Okay.
Are you going to do anything with the skeleton?
Just gonna search it for stuff.
There is nothing
There's-
there. Just a pile of old bones.
Yeah.
The skull has been probably caved in with a large rock.
Does it have both its feet?
Yeah. Remember that when I've told you about the foot was like fleshy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It wasn't
A
like
re-
skeletal foot.
Right. A recent bit off foot.
Yeah. Just so you know. Alright.
Somebody down here fell out of favor with Ronaldo, it seems.
Now,
That's just bad luck.
yeah. Well, if one of you would have foot fetish, then you know. Sometime later, you've entered one of the many sunken rooms. You see that across the room, there's a door. But everything inside the chamber is covered with a strange red mold.
Hmm.
Hi there.
I'm going to.
So,
I'm just gonna put the flame up to the mold. See.
Leopold is first. So
Uh,
like you're standing in the doorway, like you
Oh,
haven't
okay.
entered yet. So Leo, you can see it.
Leopold is also just looking at. He forgot he had tunnel rat as a talent, but that doesn't matter right now. He looks. Leopold is going to look at the mold, try to look it up close, and motion for a torch to be kind of held a little bit closer to it to take a look at it. See if he's ever seen anything like it before.
Well, the mold looks strange. It's like bright red. It's puffy, but like it doesn't move if you're, asking about that.
Okay. And is it coating the floors? I mean, is it coating all surfaces?
It's coating all surfaces, although there are, of course, few patches of, surface which is free from the mold. You could probably made your way to the other side if you'd, take care and watch your steps.
And is it covering the door that I can see on the other side?
No.
Okay. Leopold's gonna take a minute and see if he can put a rag over his nose and mouth.
All right.
And
You need
then,
a second torch.
I think I'll whisper back. I think as long as you hold the torch for me, or yeah, as long as you hold the torch for me,
Like the person
shining
in the
it.
back is kind of at a disadvantage,
Mhm.
If there's only one source of light.
No, we got two torches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have one, and then I have one.
Okay.
Johan has one.
Yeah, Schmidt has one up front with Leopold.
Yeah,
That's what I meant. Yeah. Sorry. I
have my sling
I knew it
out.
was second. I knew it was second and fourth. I was thinking Sally was second. Sorry.
Nope. So I'm gonna whisper back to Johan to tell to daisy chain it back that the plan is to try to step on the places where there aren't big piles of mold, and carefully make a way across to the door. And
So is this like the telephone game where like the last person in line gets a totally different message?
Yeah, the last person in line says, "You want me to step on all of the mold." Got it.
Wait. Why am I supposed to be rolling around in this?
Okay. So you've been given the message from Leopold.
I wanna pass it back, and if I see him putting a rag over his mouth, I'll probably
do the same.
Shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody
Me too.
probably would.
All
Or
right.
at least pull their shirts up or something if we don't have a rag.
All right.
Somebody farted.
Right. All right.
Yeah, does it smell any different, or is it
Yes,
the same
of course.
pungent?
It's a strange
Smells
moldy
moldy.
smell.
Okay, yeah.
Just in his previous lines of work, I think Leopold is familiar with all sorts of fungal spores,
Of course.
and not wanting to breathe them in if possible.
If it breathes,
That's
we
no
can kill
shower.
it. All right. You've covered your faces as best as possible, of course. It's probably a good idea to just, sorry for that. Oh shit, something.
Schmidt's gonna make a comment like, for all the smells you find in Marienburg, this is a new one.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Each of you has covered. I mean, you've all covered your faces. It's probably a good idea. You know that, Leopold. For each of you to pass the room one at a time.
Yes,
So you're going first, right?
correct.
Avoiding the mold as best as you can. Alright, in that case, roll me an agility test.
Okay.
Should we do that in the order
Yes,
of
of the march.
Oh,
Mm,
I will use a luck point.
Very well.
Three.
Second luck.
Oh man.
Okay,
Alright.
as Leopold falls, I'm gonna use him to step on to get over.
Alright, Leopold. You're making your way through the room when suddenly you've touched the mold.
Mhm.
The mold spewed forth a thick cloud of spores.
Yep.
They burn when they come into contact with flesh.
Ah.
You take. What's that? I hope that no one is taking a piss out there.
Oh no, that's my coffee maker.
Okay.
That's one of those.
Like, I mean, I like you. I really like you guys, but you know there are some things.
That's the sound of Leopold's skin.
Yes.
Yep.
Leo, you've took 9 points of damage, ignoring armor.
I may be unconscious and or dead. So let's see. My toughness. Blah, blah, blah. Where is my toughness? Thought I had it on here somewhere. Oh, there it is. So you say 9 points. So
9 points
toughness of 4. So I take 5 points of damage. I have 1 hit point left.
So
Schmidt's gonna kind of fall back and be like, by the high tides of chaos, what the hell?
okay,
Leopold just goes, ah!
And like step on
My
whoever's
face!
toe is behind me.
Alright.
I like that one.
Alright, so in that case, I think it's critical hits time.
Yeah, I have 1 hit point left.
So you took 5 points of damage, right?
That is correct.
So -1. So 4 are passing through, so you're on -4.
Wait, like, do you have 1 left after that, or you're already at 1?
No, he was on 1.
Wait, how many hit points did you have before you stepped on the mold?
I had 6.
So
Yeah, so
after
it's
5, you
not
have
crit-
1 left.
So now you have 1 left. Oh,
Correct.
Yeah.
so okay, so nothing. All right.
Next one's a crit, though,
Yeah.
probably.
Okay, so Leopold, in that case, that changes things. Yeah, you guys saw that Leopold stepped on something, well, on mold. The mold exploded. It covered him in spores. Leopold, you can feel your skin burning. You can feel, even through the rag, your lungs filling with this horrible stuff. And that's not all. You suddenly, you find yourself seeing and hearing strange things, which means that for next 24 hours, you take -10 penalty on all willpower and fellowship test.
Minus how much?
-10
Minus
penalty.
10 on willpower and fellowship.
Oh, and I need to roll 1d10. Alright. But you've made it to the other side. You've slammed into the door, half blind. The door, you've broken the door down. They were rotten.
Okay.
And you fell on the other side. You guys, you can see in the weak light of your lanterns that the spores are still hanging in the air.
It was -10 to what tests?
Willpower and fellowship.
fellowship.
Okay, so they're just settled there. Are they kind of isolated, or is it filling the whole room?
They are, well, the room is big, but it's not that big. So basically, it's basically the spore cloud is big enough for you to not being able to avoid it if you would like to cross the room.
This is a perfect time for a snack, guys.
at least for some time.
Okay. What type of article of clothing do we have? I guess I'm going to call out to Leopold. Leopold, are you?
Leopold, you can
Are you
hear him.
alive?
You can hear him coughing and hacking from the other side of the room. Yeah, something like that. Are you waiting for the spores to simply disperse?
I'm a little nervous about that with the tides.
Yeah.
I want to give it 15 minutes at least.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
I have enough cloth and clothing to kind of like cover everything up?
No, you won't be able to make yourself a hazard suit.
Old world hazmat suit.
Yes, hazmat suit. Sorry.
I'm sure urine is involved somewhere.
If you're waiting, then after. Okay.
Can I stick the like torch out in front and see if that has any kind of effect on spores?
If you would need to go to the place where he like activated the spores. It's about in the middle of the room.
Can I very carefully try to do that?
Yes, roll me an agility test.
Now, taking extra time.
Roll me an agility test.
He's terrible at it. Oh well.
Also sucks. My agility's pretty good, and I totally.
Hey,
That's not bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've made your way to the middle of the room with your torch, and
Halfway there.
yeah, and when you've like placed your torch in front of you, the spores, well, they've simply evaporated. They've been burned.
All right.
Now you need to make another roll if you want to exit the place.
All right. Let's move along. Move along. And then I'm going to again very carefully give myself however much time and attempt to make it across.
Great. Roll me agility.
Oh, on a roll luck for that one.
Yeah.
Unless I get a plus 20 for waiting.
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, at least it's not a botch.
You were almost at the end when you've moved the spores. Well, the mold. The spores exploded, and they've covered you head to toe. You've took total of 7 points of damage with no armor.
Okay.
But-
I have 13 hit points
But
for this character.
but how much toughness do you have?
Oh, right. 3. So 7 minus
So
3,
4
that's
points
4.
pass. Alright. Just like Leopold, you also have minus 10 to willpower and fellowship for the next 24 hours.
Alright.
Very good. Who's going next? Oh, sorry, and I need to roll for the spores here. They were almost at the end of the... Oh, nice. At the end of the room, next to the exit door. Very well. Who's next? Yes?
Can I tell Johan to burn that batch off too, since he's right there? Or is he too busy? Yeah.
Johan right now is tripping balls and he's coughing his lungs out. I also
Because I'm not giving Sally my torch, so.
I also presume that Johan, you've like exited the room. You're not staying in the spore cloud.
Oh, yeah. If I triggered it, I'm just
Yeah.
running out.
Yeah, so he's out. All right. So you can see Sally and Lucas. You can see that the spore cloud still hangs in the air, right at the very exit.
It's the fire that like evaporates it though.
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, he triggered a cloud of spores which covered him. I presume that he quickly ran out of the room and was not, burning the spores.
Sally was asking if when he went through the first time, it was the fire that evaporated the first batch.
Yes, the first batch is evaporated. Yes, of course.
Yes,
Yes.
because of the fire.
Yes.
At least that's what it looked like.
Yes.
Yeah. So if Lucas insists on taking the torch, you're next, buddy.
Okay, I'll step over him and go.
All right, you're going. Agility test.
Let's see.
All right. Just so you know, you will need to burn the last. Yeah, but they are at the very exit. So no. All right, no problem. You've made your way to the exit. You've burned the spores right before the exit door. You can see your comrades on the other side. Being covered in this horrible red mass, coughing. They're still coughing. They're still like mewling. Well, you've burned the spores, and you've exited the room. Now only Sally remains.
without a
Okay.
torch in the dark.
Well, I mean, there's enough light from the other
Yeah,
side.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
stand on the edge and hold the light
Yeah.
in the room. I mean, I doubt this is a large.
I have 30 yards of night vision.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was telling you guys that Sally can see pretty well with some kind of even minimal
Yeah.
light source, because of the night vision. So you can make your way, Sally, to the other side, but of course you will need to roll. Nice.
Cartwheel over there.
Yeah, yeah, you've passed without any problems. As you all gather, you see that Leopold and Vincent are, Leopold and Johann are covered in this, like red carpet. It looks really disturbing. Leopold and Vincent, you can, like I said before, you can hear and see strange things on the edge of your senses. It's quite distressing.
Now let's just hope there's a way out of this X, because I don't want to go through this again.
Yep.
Says Leopold very curmudgeoningly. Not Leopold, I'm sorry, Lucas.
Yeah.
Very.
Who am I?
With much curmudgeons.
Yeah.
Who's leading the way now?
Leopold will lead the way.
Yeah. He'll
I
lead
know
the
where we're
way,
going.
and Schmidt points at the wall.
I guess I'll take the. No. Yeah, I guess I'll hand a torch to Sally and take the map.
All right.
Okay, I'll put the sling away and get the sword out. So it's sword torch.
All right.
I'm going second.
And I guess that Johann goes last, or Leopold goes last.
It probably depends on who recovers first. They'll
Well,
decide.
It's up to you guys. You decide.
I think Leopold should go third.
Yeah, I'll go third.
All right.
If you move the torch around really fast, you can write your name.
Oh my God.
Half an hour later.
Yeah.
Anybody got any Doritos?
You make your way further into the tunnels. Sometime later, Lucas, passing a junction, you've noticed that from the ceiling of a tunnel hangs a fetish of bird feathers and rodent skulls, smelling faintly of incense. It would appear to have been made and put here deliberately.
I'm just gonna keep on marching past it. I don't want anything to do with any of that. That's the kind of thing that gets somebody killed.
Very nice. Very nice. Alright. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to reroll that.
There's something behind us.
Oh, nice.
I see it moving in the dark.
Alright.
I thought it was you.
It is, but beyond me. Unless it's also me. And I look harder into the darkness. See if I could see me.
Shadow.
Sometime later, you are moving through one of the main sewage tunnels. Actually, Lucas and Sally, you two can make perception tests.
Perception?
Nope. Brian, nope. Lucas, you spot that about 20 yards ahead of you, there's a gaping hole in the tunnel wall.
Okay. You said about 20 yards further up?
Yeah.
Okay. Where, are we close to where the X should be on our map, do we think? Or
You're closer.
we're not this is again, it's a hole that is not on the way?
No.
Okay. He's going to stop and point it out and kind of, whisper, that he would prefer to move on, but wants to get Sally's opinion. Obviously, we're not talking to Stoner and Stoner about it.
We're having our own conversation.
Dude, where's my horse?
Pretty much.
Is this the spot?
I don't think so.
I shine the light like through the hole just to see.
It's 20 yards from you.
Oh, okay, never mind. Do we have to walk past it?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I guess we'll slowly head up there and shine the light in, but
I'm not going in. I just want unless it's.
Okay. You're making your way closely there. Leopold and Vincent, you're tailing along?
Yes.
Very well. You make your way close there. And yeah, you shine the light. Inside, you see the following things. First of all, this was once an old kitchen that long time ago sunk into the soft earth. It's a large
I
room.
give Leopold a high five because it's kitchen.
It's a large room, some 8 yards square, and it holds decaying tables and chairs with cupboards sagging on the walls. In the light of... oh, by the way, only one person can look through the entrance, just so you know. So I don't know who's looking inside.
probably Sally, since he does have some night vision. Even with the torch, he can see better.
All right. Right?
I mean,
Sally?
unless he
I want
doesn't
to
want
peer,
to.
like, I want to peek my head, and I don't want to like stand fully in the door. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Sure. You
So I'm very cautious.
You can also see 6 makeshift beds of straw and blankets lying on the floor haphazardly, and a single tallow candle burning in the center of the table. You can also see 6 men standing just behind the area of light emanating from the table. They have their weapons drawn, swords, but it's obvious that they are not attacking. They are like trying to hide as much from you as possible. And Sally, you can see with your night vision that all of these men are warp touched.
They're what?
Mutants. You can
They know I'm there, but they're not attacking.
Yes, they look at you, and they see you, of course, but they're not attacking. They're whispering to each other. You can see suggestions. You can see one of them having very long legs. Another has what looks like. Another is very disturbing. He has horns on his head, but there's also something wrong with his face. And only after a second you've realized what it is. His face is skinless, essentially. This man doesn't have any skin on his face. Another one is very short. Yeah, they are all like marked with stigmata.
Hey, come here, I'm not going to hurt you. I kind of like give this sinister grin to whoever's standing next to me.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Wait. So what do you say?
I say, come here, I'm not going to hurt you. I mean, I have my sword out and my
Yeah.
torch, and I'm looking at you like I'm totally going to stab this dude when he gets close enough.
You're looking
Okay.
at one of the mutants, right?
Yeah, but I give Lucas the sinister look like I am going to strike.
Leave us alone, says one of them. We don't want any trouble, leave us alone. Get out of here. We want no trouble, governor.
Can I go to the other side of the opening in the wall? Let's use this cover.
I'm gonna say,
No,
Sally,
I
let's
mean-
go.
If
Sally, I'm not gonna call him Sally, but I'm gonna say, dude, let's go. You know,
leave us
Leave.
alone.
leave him alone. Let's go.
Is Leopold here?
He's
I
behind.
was,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are you letting Leopold look in, or?
Nope. Nope, and you're probably too high to notice anything anyway, right?
I don't know. Am I?
No,
You
well,
guys might want to be careful if Leopold is seeing things. He might make one of us look like a
Yeah.
mutant.
Yes, I'm gonna say I'm gonna tell, like I said, tell without using names, because obviously I don't want them knowing our names, because I'm paranoid like that. To just move on.
get out of here. Leave us
Thieves'
alone.
tongue?
Let's
I'm
go.
looking if I have thieves' tongue.
What?
Yeah, you should have thieves' tongue.
And you also have it, right?
Yes.
I say in thieves' tongue they're marked.
What?
They're marked.
Who's marked? What are we talking about? What's going on? Leopold.
My name
Leopold,
is Schmidt, not Mark.
Get out of here.
I grab Sally's collar and try to pull him along.
All right. You're making your way further? Down
Yeah.
the tunnel? All right.
Am I really the only one that's?
Yeah, who looked inside? Yes. Unless the guys are also looking. I mean, Vincent and Leopold. But
well, that was my question. Essentially, is if Leopold is sort of trundled along without being allowed to look, he'll let it go. But if he gets a chance to look in, then all bets are off. But
it depends. It depends on you. If
Yeah,
you
like, do you want to look in? Like I said, they're marked.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to pull him along because I'm already pulling Sally,
Yeah.
trying to pull Sally along, and while having a weapon and a torch in my hand, or no, sorry, a weapon and a map in my hand.
It's a Sigmar thing.
right. Well, that's the thing is if Leopold looks in, then that's pretty much a problem. Shall I roll perception or something?
I just killed my best friend over this, so I mean, some dudes
Yeah.
that tell me to leave him alone, I'm definitely gonna kill them.
Yeah.
If you want to look inside, roll perception -10 because you are high and there is only a single small candle inside. Actually,
Okay.
minus 20 perception. Sorry.
Okay.
I think it's up to how hard Sally wants to spread that message along, and if
It
Lucas
sounds
can
like
do anything about it.
It sounds like he's trying to get Leopold to look in. -20, I don't make.
Even -10 you wouldn't make.
Yeah.
No, you still have this hazy vision. You look inside, you see stuff.
And things.
Yeah, and there are those strange words like "Get out of here, stranger." But
All right.
nothing else. Maybe it's Sigmar himself talking to you.
Okay. I'm reaching in my bag
Yeah.
for the Dwarven Flashbang. I can't believe you guys right now.
Well, I think Leopold and Schmidt's kind of out of it right now. Actually, Schmidt's probably last in line, so he probably has yet to look in at this point.
Lucas 1 only wants to attack when the odds are in his favor. Lucas 2 wants to survive. Lucas 3 already recognizes that it's essentially 2 on more than 2 because
Yeah.
2 of ours are tripping daisies.
Yeah. And
Are they actually tripping, or are they just reeling from the?
they're tripping.
I mean, I don't think they're like, full on stoned, but they're also like clearly not level-headed either.
We're tipsy, I would say.
Okay, first of all, let me say this. Sally, you are being manhandled by Lucas away from the entrance. If you want to reach for your flashbang or go back, you will need to roll counter strength tests. Second of all,
I want to resist. I'm not going for anything, but I do want to resist.
all right, he resists. Are you letting him go, Lucas?
I'm gonna try not to because
So roll me counter strength test.
So it's just a strength test.
Yeah, and whoever rolls higher wins. Yes,
Hi-
you basically Lucas just he doesn't let you go. Now,
Give me a hug, buddy.
Leopold, you've taken a peek inside, but there's nothing there. Schmidt,
Yeah.
do you want to take a look inside?
If we're walking by, I'm gonna glance,
Minus
but I'm
20
not gonna
perception
walk it.
test.
Like I'm not gonna stick my head in there.
All right. Minus
Looking
20.
at what everybody else is looking. All right. Perception.
You,
No.
you can see jack shit.
I see the universe.
Yes.
If I'm getting dragged by Leopold and Johann, I'm whispering heretics.
No, Johan's
Johann
like
is-
in the
is-
back
is
doing
in the
his
back.
own thing.
Yeah, but I'm getting dragged away, so I presume at some point I'm gonna get dragged past you.
No.
No. I'm
he's-
in the back of
he's
the
at-
line.
He's at,
Yeah, we're in the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
getting
assuming
dragged away,
Lucas. I'm assuming Lucas is pulling you in the direction that we're traveling. So I'm just following the rest of the crowd. I'm not really passing up anybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
So you've left the mutants alone.
Mutants.
Leopold says, "Where?"
Everywhere, man.
I do. I see them at the edge of vision.
Let's make a few minutes break, okay?
Sounds good.
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some. All right, be back in a few.
Yeah. me
Verse.
too.
I think we're slightly exaggerating the effects, but
Yeah, but it's fun.
yeah.
No, I think tipsy probably is the accurate metaphor here.
Yeah, like if you're looking out at something, you might, see a flash of light or a shadow or something like that is kind of what I'm envisioning.
Yeah, takes like 20 seconds to figure something out that should take, 1 or 2. Yeah.
Yeah. But I imagine since it is only willpower and what was it?
I wrote
was
it
the other
down. Hold on. Let me scroll back up.
Charisma or
Fellowship.
fellowship. Yeah, since it's those two, I imagine like if anything active happens, you sober up for that temporary moment. If it's like combat or agility test or something like that, then
Yeah, I would suspect, especially like hand to hand, like if you're getting bombarded with magic or something, probably not. But
yeah.
nah. So, are you in Cincinnati or just like out? Or,
Pretty close.
okay.
Outside the city limits, but it's like downtown is like 25-minute drive south.
So okay, so you're north then, which is, if I remember correctly, where most people were north and west. If they lived in Cincinnati, they were technically north or west of Cincinnati, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because out east it gets pretty rural pretty fast, and then obviously south of Cincinnati, you're in Kentucky. So
Right. Yeah.
and I don't know how. Besides for driving to the airport and driving south, I don't know how far the, I guess like the resident area south of Kentucky goes before
It doesn't
turns
go very
to the
far.
farm.
Okay, it's basically 10 minutes, and then you're out of Covington, and then you really don't hit anything until Lexington.
Yeah, because like North 75 is pretty well populated all the way up until Dayton. Like they're starting to merge. Whereas like 71 North, it gets quiet pretty quick, and then obviously to the east it gets, it just ends, turns rural.
Yeah, I used to live in Lexington So we head up to Cincinnati a lot. I mean, not a lot, like every weekend, but like once a month or something, I'd end up there.
Yeah.
My wife actually did a lot of work there, so she actually had to go up multiple times a week. But
Oh. Yeah, I don't make it downtown very frequently, like unless it's like some kind of planned event. But yeah, my wife and I are a bit introverted, so we don't like do the party scene or the
Right.
club scene, the bar scene.
right,
So
I'll say the German restaurant in Covington is really good. If you like German food,
is that the Hofbräu house?
that sounds right.
Yeah.
There's only one. I mean, Covington is tiny, so.
Yeah.
And then we found a Scottish bar downtown across from, I guess there's something like Civic Center or something where they have a lot of plays and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Scottish bar across the street we really liked.
There was a really neat Irish pub up north of Cincinnati, which the entire interior of the building, all the bar work, it was like 3 levels, all the like stair banisters and everything, all the decorations was actually carved and built in Ireland and shipped over. And so it was a really neat large place, but it went out of business, and now it's
What was its name?
Brazen Head.
Oh, okay. Because we had one in Charlotte growing up that was like that. That it's gone because it burnt down, and they reopened, but they obviously didn't have all the hand done woodwork anymore since their place had burned down. But I know they had some other locations, and I thought they had one there. Like not like a chain, but.
Mm-hmm.
But there was like 6 or 7 locations total.
Yeah, it was a super neat place, and now it's apparently, I haven't been there because it's open and closed for so long, and apparently it's like some modern looking fancy restaurant, which is depressing.
Yeah. Well, and then there's the grocery store north of town that's got like this continent's largest selection of cheese. What was the name of that?
Jungle Gyms.
Yes.
That has like the largest number of several things. Like it's if you're ever in Cincinnati, it's worth the trip to.
Yeah, no,
there.
I've been a few times, and it's fun.
I think it has the largest wine list. Like at some point, it had the largest like wine selection in, I think, the country. I don't know if that's still a thing, but it's like a shopping mall grocery store.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
They have
That
like
sounds cool.
entire aisles of just maybe a dozen countries, and then they have entire aisles of cheese and a huge wine selection, and it's pretty crazy.
Well, and I remember their seafood selection was great. Like they had giant tanks of stuff, like still alive.
Yeah.
Like like if the lobster tank at your local store is like a regular aquarium, this is like the giant saltwater tanks at the restaurants that they use to show off for the lobster. Like I mean, it was.
You talking about Jungle Gyms?
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is crazy. I could walk around there for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like you can spend a whole day there if you like food.
Yeah, it's like an event. They have like bars inside. It's when people hear it's a grocery store, they're like, oh, okay, I guess that's kind of neat, whatever. But it's pretty crazy.
It's like a region. It's like bigger than a regional farmers market. It's like
what it reminds me of when you pull up is like those cheesy 1960s roadside attractions.
The gorilla and the
The
giraffe.
monorail.
Yeah.
It
Like,
doesn't
that's the
go
way it
anywhere or
looks.
work.
That's what it looks like when you pull up. In fact,
Or
the
like
last
a
time
giant-
I
a
was
giant
there was
Cracker
a tour
Barrel.
bus.
Yeah.
Last time I was there was a tour bus that was pulling in.
Yeah, like they I think they were planning on getting that monorail to run. It just I guess didn't go anywhere. They had
Does it go to North
like a
Haven?
raised monorail.
Thing.
What's that?
Is
It goes
does
like
go to
halfway
North
around the
Haven
parking lot.
or Ogdenville? Like Simpsons monorail lift. So
Oh, I don't know that one.
you're dead to me.
Yeah. Yeah, but my when my wife's like mom comes into town from international, she always brings like, you know, all this foreign food and stuff, and it's like, oh, well, you know, we could just get that down the street. You know, I have to bring it through customs, and they're like, what? Yeah, it's like, you know, it's a 15-minute drive. We could get all that stuff.
Yeah, I miss having that like the next town over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, being in where your parents used to live. That's what, 15-minute drive to Jungle Gyms, 20-minute.
Well, I mean,
drive?
like even from Mainville, it was worth the trip if I needed something there. You know what I mean? Like just because, like other parts of the country, you can't get any of that shit. Like down here, there's so much shit I can't get that I used to be able to get at Jungle.
One of my good friends is Vietnamese, and then his wife is Polish, and so they always come down from Dayton, and we always hang out there for a beer or stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have a good beer selection too, don't they?
Yeah, they got bars in there.
Yeah, I'm doing one of those low carb diets, and the only thing I miss is beer.
You can't go here.
The butcher's amazing. They have like every type of animal like you can imagine. I mean, it's like within reason, obviously, but
And some without reason, probably. Some.
zing.
Yeah, and
you guys been jumping when I was about to. I jumped these mutants.
well, I was role playing to the point where I was back in line, so I was not privy to what's going on. I was expecting Leopold to like go enraged, then I would have probably followed suit. But
Well, yeah. So the question I had about it is because Leopold is so affected by the spores. Does he really see it, and and does he react? Because his normal reaction, unfunkified, would be, yeah, let's just go in there and slay these fools. But so that my question essentially was how impaired is he that he, you know, understands what's going on. And then the other sidebar to that would be he has one fucking hit point. So
yeah,
he's less itching for a fight than he would be if he was unharmed.
yeah, I think we're overplaying the actual effects because it is only -10 to wisdom and
Yeah, willpower and fellowship.
willpower and fellowship. So that's not a big effect. That's, you know, a shot essentially. So
yeah. Well, it's not clear to me how affected we are because he keeps on saying that we're hallucinating and stuff like that. So
yeah, and we're also busted up now at this point too. So our minds are focused on other things, especially you, Leopold.
yeah, well, I mean, I literally am almost dead. So
That's the other thing. I mean, like, would that stop us? Like, these are
But Brian, you're sounding really far away.
Oh yeah, it actually was far away.
yeah, no, well, I mean, yeah, that's just it. If that's why I asked him if I had to roll anything or if whatever, because it's like if he had seen him, then it would have been game on.
Yeah, and I'm saying like heretics, mutants. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I don't know. I feel like I'd have a hard time. Sally would have a hard time living with himself if he walked away after he just had to kill Gennaro over this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of why I also said like how much are you trying to communicate that, Sally?
I was trying to let you guys know what's going on without announcing to the mutants that I'm about to rush in and kill them.
Yeah.
I was trying to be quiet about it because they're not attacking now, and I don't want them to get really defensive. I want to be able to throw a flashbang in and start cutting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think part of the problem is that Lucas was grabbing you and stopping you from doing stuff too.
Yeah.
And plus, we could leave one alive and interrogate him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then kill him.
If you want to keep pushing it, Sally, it's always a thing you can do.
Yeah. What would our employers think if they found out we let this dude?
I don't think they would care if we slaughtered a bunch of mutants.
Yeah, they'd probably throw in a couple more gold coins.
No, they'd probably tell us it was our duty in the service of the Emperor, and then
Yeah.
probably take a feat not having killed him fast enough.
No, I mean definitely not killing them if we know that they're there is a point against us for sure. But that was my main question when I was asking Michael is does Leopold realize what's actually going on?
I think we could take them. They're cowering right now. You know, there's more of them, but we have a dwarven flashbang. We can take them by surprise.
I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, functionally speaking, I think Leopold is pretty much going to be not super effective in the fight, and potentially get his ass killed. But I mean, that doesn't mean he wouldn't do it. But
Yeah, to kind of paint a picture, Sally, Leopold looks probably terrible right now, and I'm not looking so good. So.
Johan's messed up too.
Well,
Yeah.
not terribly, but I have some wounds on me. It's
Yeah.
it's my clothing's been, well, I guess it's not my clothing, but
But
I got a really bad case of sunburn.
well, I mean, did you take a third of your hit points in damage?
Pretty much a third. I got 4 out of the 13 that I have.
Okay, only 4.
Okay, so you are making your way forward, of course. Always forward.
Can I resist again?
You've left them long ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I mean, you should have just say that now I'm going to kill them. It was maybe some 20 minutes before. Okay. You are entering a basement. An old basement. It has been submerged, of course. It is forgotten. And actually, there's stuff here. There's stuff littering the floor. It's bones. Lots and lots of bones. And yeah. You all stare at the bones.
Those are bones.
Yeah.
Human bones?
Roll for perception, everyone.
Yeah, I kind of want to look up.
Damn bones.
Oh. Alright.
Leopold has no idea what's going on.
Jay?
I'm starting to snap out of it. Let me just double check. That is, I can never remember what intelligence is perception.
Yes.
It's a pass either way. Yeah.
if you click the little dice icon next to the stat on your sheet, it shows you.
He's
what
got
you
the
have.
temporary sheet though.
Yeah, I got
Oh.
Johan, so I don't have a flushed out character sheet.
Only Leopold was surprised when a pack of ghouls emerged from under the bones and rushed you, screeching horribly. Yeah. There's a total of 5 of them. The creatures look horrible. They are scrawny, hunchbacked humans with wild stares. They have vicious black talons. You've all heard tales in your homelands about those who lust for human flesh and what happens to them. They essentially become feral and completely mad. Sane people fear their twisted humanity, perhaps because they are a reminder of what depravities people can sink. These things screech, hiss, and claw at you. They have nothing on them but filthy, dirty rags. Alright, so I think that each of you is first, because you have such high agility skill. But, yeah, I mean, no, sorry, Jason, you might be after them.
Yeah, all my stuff is around 30.
But I would like each of you to roll for initiative anyway. So D10 plus agility.
Okay, and then I get -5 for my armor.
Yeah.
For some reason. Oh, okay. I see. It's.
Yeah. Remember about armor.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Andrew 54, Sean 51, Brian 60. Jason, roll.
Alright. 1 second. Sorry, I got summoned. Just a D10. This is initiative.
D10 plus agility.
Sorry.
Alright. 46.
46. So actually,
Got lucky with that time.
okay. So actually, each of you goes before them, but each of you also tests fear with a -10 modifier.
So would that be -20?
Yes. For both of you.
What's fear?
Willpower.
Willpower. So I got a minus, so I need a 31 or less.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, I failed.
I need a 16 or less.
Do you want to use luck, Andy?
I'm gonna use
What
luck.
happens if you fear it? I forget.
You can't move. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't botch it, but
You've passed.
I made it with my luck roll. Yeah.
Nice. No.
no, I still failed. Also, barely didn't botch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a luck.
All right.
Whew.
Yeah.
Oh, it's -20, isn't it?
No, -10 for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
because you're not high.
Lucas and Schmidt, you are
Yeah,
paralyzed with fear. You've only heard about such creatures. You never saw them, and that's what makes you freeze in place. However, Sally and Leopold,
Mhm.
you can act. You act
But-
first.
By the way, did I ever replace my hatchet, or am I still wielding a club?
You tell me. I don't remember.
I
don't
want to.
read it.
I want to say that you did.
You
replace your
came
hatchet.
to the dwarven blacksmithy with us, didn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember that.
No.
Okay.
He did. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Not that I think mechanically it doesn't make any difference, but
Brian, you're first. What are you doing?
you? Okay. I guess I'm the one with the torch. I have the sword in hand.
Yeah.
I could use as long as I have the torch in one hand, I could parry still,
You can
right?
parry. It's an improvised weapon. You can parry it.
No, but with the sword in my other hand, I could parry with the actual sword in my main hand.
Oh yeah,
Right.
if you declare parrying, or if you use fast parry, or whatever it is called, then yes, of course you
I'm
can.
gonna try this lightning parry out. Yeah, I
Oh.
want to try that.
Okay, but remember
So I
that
have
you're not engaged, not yet.
Okay, but I have to declare that first, though, don't I?
Yes.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
So can I charge and still use the lightning parry the first
you can
round?
charge. There's not enough space. You can make an advance move, advance attack. And no, you can't.
Okay.
You can't use instant parry there because Instant parry only works when you declare multiple attacks, and it is a double action.
Okay, I have 3 attacks.
Okay, so next round you can declare that. Now you're making only
Okay.
one.
Okay.
You've you've jumped towards one of the ghouls. You've slashed it with your sword. The creature simply ducked. And now we have Leopold. Leopold, you're up. You see the
Yep.
ghouls for what they are: horrible, twisted creatures of
Yes,
darkness.
Say, in the name of Sigmar, I banish thee. And I,
Wait. Are you attacking the one fighting with Sally? Are you going, to another one?
because there are 5 of them, right? There are 5 of them.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's a jet flying over my house right now.
I also don't know that.
Yeah, it's highly unusual. Okay, I'm gonna advance on another one so we don't get surrounded by them. And,
All right.
And try to attack it.
Go for it.
Down to my radius. Nope, I miss.
You've missed. The ghouls. Let me see now. Alright, one of them. One more ghoul approaches Sally. So Sally, you're fighting with 2 of them. One is fighting with you, Leopold. The other 2 ghouls are making their way around you and trying to attack Schmidt and Lucas. But they need to make their way past you, so that means that both of you guys have a free attack against each of these ghouls.
Alright.
So,
Yeah.
but before they do this, your ghouls attack you.
Okay.
So, first Leopold, your ghoul tries to scratch you.
Okay.
No, and the second one... no. The first ghoul, tries desperately to just claw at you, but despite your condition, you are proving yourself to be a better warrior, and you're deflecting all of its attacks or just dodging them. Sally,
Good.
your first ghoul. No. Yes. The first attack went low. The second attack aimed high towards your arm. Parry or dodge? Oh, you can't parry, so you need to dodge.
Okay.
You've jumped back, but then another ghoul approached you.
So I have 3 on me now?
No, 2. They have 2 attacks each, and this
Okay.
attack goes towards your head. Let's see. Ooh.
Ouch.
Strike mighty blow. 11. Minus your toughness, minus your armor.
I have leather, chainmail. On my head?
Yeah.
Yeah, on your head.
Oh, hang on. I have
Remember that
leather
if
on my head.
if you're wearing chainmail, remember about penalties to agility.
Penalties to what? I didn't hear you.
Agility. If you wear chainmail, you have -10 to all dodge and agility tests.
So that one before.
Is it-
Okay, I still would have passed the one before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
One. So is that 3 armor points? then
if you
3
have
toughness?
full mail, then it's free armor. You have full mail?
Yeah.
It's free
Head
armor
to toe.
and toughness.
3. So that's 6, 5.
Uh,
5 wounds.
yeah, 5 wounds, twice 2, 10 wounds total.
Okay, I'm sitting at 10 right now, so that puts me at 0.
Yes, but now you need to make a -10 toughness tests. Luck?
Yeah, definitely.
You've just taken another 2 damage from the poison. You can this creature slashed your face, and it slashed you hard, and you can feel with dread the poison entering your system. It burns horribly. So now you're on -2.
I have a resistance to poison. Does that help me?
No, it's like it's not a poison. It's just this creature's.
It's poop.
Yeah, it's poop. Yeah. So now
Okay, so minus.
you're -2. So are you taking a fate point or are you taking a crit?
I'll take the crit.
All right. It's crit from teeth and claws. Uh,
But isn't it a crit on the head?
yeah, it is.
Oh, he's biting his face off.
No, it's actually slashing.
It was 11 wounds, right?
It was 10 wounds. Like, it struck you for 11 hit points. I mean, for 11 points. Minus your toughness, minus your armor, times 2.
Times 2 because it's the head. Okay, I
Yes.
got you.
Same with the groin. It works exactly like the head. Okay, let me see now. Just where's that table? Oh yeah, here it is. Sorry. Okay, so you're on -2, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So first of all, insanity point for you, and if you have 6, then you need to roll.
It puts me at 6.
Roll willpower.
Yeesh.
Wow, what a roll! You know what you're getting, Brian.
Yeah. Yeah, just let me know when it kicks in.
Yeah, zero your insanity points. You have once again 0. Oh, and remember, it's you who should be role playing this, not me when I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just one appropriate.
Yeah, be creative.
Sprinkle it in. Okay.
Oh, frick. Okay. Well.
The ghoul eats its own face.
Yeah.
I was trying to hint that this was to the head.
Yeah. It is.
Well, that insanity point might not matter.
Yeah, essentially tore out your throat.
Oh, he's dead?
Well, you're dead.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had a healer, and which would be able to heal you in a single turn, then you might survive. But sorry, it's fate point for you.
Yeah, so I can still use my fate point though, right?
Yeah, you lose your fate point, which also means that you're one less luck point less. You were trying to block with your torch. The creature destroyed the torch, slashed open your face and your throat. You can feel the horrible poison seeping into your wounds. It burns, and as you fall to the ground, you see Gennaro. He's looking at you, and he's saying that it's all going to end very soon. Right. Now, so that means that Leopold, you can slash at the ghoul approaching. Let me just roll 1, 2, 2. Approaching Lucas.
Okay. I feel like that's something I would do anyway.
That means that it's a single attack against the creature without any modifiers. Whoa!
Yoink.
Hey, nice.
It will try to dodge, of course. Wait
It
a
will
second. Yeah, it failed, and it's 0-1, which means it's right. You're going for the ice. Roll damage.
10.
Sigmar's Fury!
Yes! One more time. Roll weapon skill. No, roll weapon skill first.
Sorry. Wait.
I mean, it's a formality, honestly, but yeah.
I want to see how far that head goes.
So, 14 minus. All right. Essentially, you've acted on instinct. You've slashed to your left, and you've decapitated the ghoul.
Yay.
Lucas is safe for now. However, Schmidt is not. Schmidt, you're approached by a ghoul. It wants to do nasty things with you.
Heyo.
And since you are helpless, it has much easier time. I honestly think that. Oh crap. Wait a second. I need to check very quickly my rulebook. But I think it might have struck you, you know? Yeah, here it is. Sorry. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so it has plus 20 only. So it didn't exactly manage to strike you. Somehow the beast marked made this attack poorly, and it slashed its claws right before your face. Now we have a new round. First of all, Lucas and Schmidt, you try to snap out of it. Willpower tests, please. Normal this time. Schmidt.
Okay.
Next.
I passed that even with the negative.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use another luck point.
All right. You're not using. Oh, you're using. Okay. So this means that next round you can act normally, and this round you can parry and dodge.
Okay.
Next round you'll be able to attack. Very well. Now we have Leopold. Leopold, you are fighting against a single ghoul. You've dropped one. There are 4 more. What are you going to do?
I'm going to do swift attack and make 2 attacks against the ghoul in front of me.
Okay, go for it. It will try and dodge.
Okay.
No, roll for damage.
10.
Mars Fury.
10.
Oh
Well. I was trying to work
You've
last.
slashed the creature with righteous fury. You've opened one of its disgusting arms. These creatures don't have blood; they have this blackish ichor. Of course, it mewed. But there's another attack. Go for it. No,
Oh.
the second attack unfortunately missed as the creature simply danced away. Now, the one more ghoul approaches you and it tries to aid its fellow, while the 2 ghouls that were fighting Sally are jumping at Leopold. At Lucas and Schmidt, who have, fortunately for them and for all of you, snapped out of it. Leopold, first ghoul is clawing you. And,
Leopold? Or
yeah, Leopold.
okay.
One of its claws goes towards your chest. Parry or dodge?
Dodge.
Can you even parry? You have...
I cannot parry, I don't think, because I only have the 1 weapon in my hand.
Yeah, so you're trying to dodge.
Where would that be? There it is. God. Sorry.
No worries.
Oh, that would be a miss. I am going to try and use a luck point on that.
I think your last one.
Second to last one.
Wait, you've used...
I've used 3. I have luck, so I have 5.
You have 5. Okay, sorry. Okay.
So this is now my 4th one being used.
All right.
Try again. Zwinks. Oh man.
It was close.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh. 12 wounds. But it's the first of all armor, then toughness. You might still be okay.
So that's I only have 1, and he did 12 to me. You say?
Yes.
So -7 is 5, so I'm at -4.
Well, you still can take your chances with the critical table, I would say.
What body location is it on?
Main body, chest.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you taking the crit?
Yeah, I'll take the crit.
Insanity point for you. How much do you have?
I have 3 insanity points.
So
no, wait.
now you
3. So now I have 4.
So now you have 4. Now I'm going to roll. D100. 69. Always a good roll.
That is not a good critical to get.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute. I must. Okay, I must have 5 now though, because
5,
my
okay.
I must have 5 because on my electronic sheet it said 4. So I will update my paper sheet to say 5. Okay, sorry.
Okay, what happened was horrifying. The ghoul, frenzied, ripped flesh from your side and hip and fractured your pelvis. You fell to the ground. Roll d10, Leo.
Okay. Now let me just get rid of the plus. 5.
You're helpless for 5 rounds.
Okay.
You are unable to get up, and you suffer minus 30% to all tests for the rest of the battle due to intense pain. Afterward, you have your movement permanently halved, counting all dodge blow tests as very hard minus 30 due to nerve damage and a poorly healed pelvis.
Shit.
Essentially, damage like that can only be healed by a very powerful Shalayan priestess or a sage of the Order of Light.
What's the dodge penalty?
Minus 30.
Minus 30 dodge.
And your movement is halved, so I guess you have 2 movement, since humans have 4, which means that you are slower than a dwarf.
And I had minus 10 to agility again, so you said? I thought you said something.
yeah, but it's because of the 2 tests. No, you don't have minus 10 to agility. You have
Okay.
minus 10 to willpower and fellowship because of the...
Yeah, I have that already.
Yeah,
I thought you said it as part of this. I had minus 10 to
And only 2 tests, while we have minus 30... Yeah, also 2 dodge blow tests. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Essentially you fell to the ground, screaming in agony, and the ghoul strikes you second time.
Awesome.
This time you're helpless, which means it has a plus 30% chance to hit you. Which it does.
Well,
And that's
very
going-
fitting that we all die in the sewers. That's about as
actually-
Warhammer fantasy roleplay as it can be.
5 points of damage to your arm. I don't think it did anything. Oh, sorry, Leopold, very important. Oh no, actually I've already made the test. Roll me okay, now I will remember about it. About the toughness test, because the ghouls have poisoned attacks.
Okay. But so 5 won't get through my armor and or toughness.
Okay, very good, very good.
I have 7. If that's...
So his little buddy tries to go for like another attack, but I think it missed. Yeah, no, it hit. Yeah, because you're helpless. It goes to your chest, I believe. 75 is chest, right? I need to take a look.
No clue.
Let's see if these character sheets are any good. No, they suck. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's a chest. The second ghoul pounces at you and slams its claws right into your chest. For 11.
So 11 would be 4 getting through.
4 getting through?
Yeah,
Like-
I'm gonna have to use a fate point.
You can take another crit.
I can take another crit.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can take as many crits as you like. There's simply danger that one of them will either...
Yeah, I'm gonna use the fate point though because I feel like I'm already pretty messed up.
All right.
I got crits all day. Hey,
Yeah,
The
I'm
last
down
ghoul...
to 3 fate points.
want a
now.
crit? I'll give you a crit.
The last ghoul tried to disembowel you. As you are losing your consciousness because of the massive damage to your pelvis and side, you've, without even thinking, just stuck up your sword, and the creature impaled itself on it. You've died, embraced together like some perverse lovers. 69
For that
in the row.
69.
Yeah.
For the, yeah.
While the other 2 ghouls first approaches Schmidt. Schmidt, you can.
Schmidt.
Alright, well actually Schmidt I think will have a bad time because the ghoul aims low for your legs, Schmidt. Dodge or parry?
He can do both. No, let's see.
No,
He
you
can
can only that
dodge.
because you don't have a second weapon in your hand.
He has the torch and
No,
sword.
you can't parry with a torch. It's an improvised weapon.
Oh, you can't. Okay. So then he just has dodge blow.
Yeah.
So he'll dodge blow. That's agility, right?
Yes, it's agility.
No. Oops, sorry.
We're not
Wrong
playing
dice.
D&D.
Wrong dice. Hey.
Yeah, you
That
pass.
passes. Yeah. I was looking at the. He has a male shirt. So yeah, that's still a pass.
Yeah. All right. Oh, sorry, Leopold. One more thing.
Yes.
Your front armor is torn.
My front armor is torn. Okay.
On your chest, I mean.
Yes.
The ghoul, with the last of its strength, just tore it open before it died. Right, Schmidt, you've jumped back just in time to avoid the creature's attacks. It stands before you. You think it was a woman in life. It has these saggy breasts, which are horrible to look at. While Lucas, your ghoul,
strangely enticing.
no, it's really not.
This is how I met my wife.
Good to know. Yes.
That's what Schmidt says.
I know.
And that, kids, is how I met your mother.
In a sewer, she was trying to claw me. Anyway, Lucas, you were acting fast. You jumped back just before the ghoul was able to rip out your innards. And now you guys are up. First is Lucas, then it's Schmidt, then we have the ghouls. There are 3 of them left. Lucas, what is your course of action?
Okay, so I have hatchet in one hand,
Yes.
map in the other.
Yes.
I don't want the map out, and I don't want to drop it. Can I attack and shove the map somewhere? In
Yes, you can use half action to shove them up, behind your belt. So you have 2 full actions to do.
Okay, so I want to hold on just a second. My kid's acting weird.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Brian and Sean, you were carrying torches, right?
I was
yeah.
not carrying a torch.
You okay? Brian, roll a d10. On 7, 8, 9, 10, the torch goes out. Good. The torch lies on the ground, but it's still burning.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to shove one in there, and then I'm going to, or shove the map in my belt or whatever, and then attack the nearest school.
A single attack? 2 attacks?
Yes. Well, I have 2 attacks. Can I do both?
Yes, you can.
Okay, then yeah, I want to do both attacks.
Roll for the first one.
I hit the button. Did it go through?
It does not appear to have. There you go.
Okay.
Nope, it did. Hey, nice.
Okay, it will try and... No! Roll for damage.
Okay, and so that is D10 plus strength.
Yes.
Okay.
You have strike mighty blow?
I don't think so. That's a talent?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I do have strike mighty blow. I forgot to add that.
Yeah. You
Doesn't matter.
wouldn't have killed the one anyway.
Yeah.
But you would be closer. Alright, so just strength plus d10.
6.
6 total. You've slashed the creature, but you've only nicked the skin with your first attack. The second attack goes with minus 10%.
Okay.
Okay,
Still
roll for damage. It doesn't, dodge anymore. Oh!
Nice.
Nice.
Go for it. Rerolls for everyone. Go!
Nice.
D10.
Oh,
Alright.
wow.
However, you've quickly spun your sword and simply run the creature through the heart. It fell to the ground, gurgling blood.
Well, I'd have to cleave it. It's a hatchet.
You've rammed the hatchet into the creature's spinal... solar plexus. It fell to the ground, gurgling blood. Nice. Now, Schmidt.
Yes. I have quick draw. So I don't know how that works, having not ever used it. Does that mean I could like
As a free action, you can pull out a weapon.
now? I have multiple attacks. Do I need to have two-hand weapons to
No.
use multiple attacks, or
No.
can I draw my shield and then do multiple attacks?
Okay, what do you have in your offhand?
I was going to drop the torch
Drop the torch. Very well.
and then draw the shield. Drop the torch for a free action. Draw the shield with quick draw, and then do 2 attacks. Was the
Okay.
intention?
So first of all, if you're dropping the torch, roll d10. On 7, 8, 9, the torch goes out.
We still have a light source, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
The torch still burns.
All right.
Very good. Very good. So after that, you've dropped the torch. You've took out the shield, and and you are essentially attacking the creature. 1 attack or 2
Yep.
attacks
2 attacks.
with your sword.
Yes, sir.
Go for it.
All right. So,
Yeah, nice. Nice,
how
Schmidt.
much luck
You
does
had
he
1
have?
job. 1. He had only 1. And I think you've
how-
just spent it before.
Yeah, I used a luck before. Yeah.
Okay, let me just pull out my my botch apocrypha now. I really need to get this book, by the way. But it's fuck's sake. Sorry. Okay, tell you what. You roll d10.
Roll D100.
D10.
D10. 9.
9. Your blow goes wild, leaving you in an awkward position. Your opponent will attack first next round, regardless of your initiative score. Essentially, you've tried to slash the creature and nearly spun around.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I guess does that
No,
prevent
you
my
you
second
can
attack
you
going
can
through?
make your second attack. That's the best thing.
Alright.
So yeah, but it's with minus 10%. Remember about that.
Yes. Okay. Well, here goes that.
Yeah, go for it. Yes.
That's about the sound I make as I trip
Sorry.
over boxes.
Yeah.
My daughter had toys that I was trying to pick up, so I didn't trip over, leaving myself open for attack.
All right. Well, the ghouls. Andy, one of the ghouls approaches you. How many are left there? 3? 2?
2, I
Two.
think. Right?
yeah.
The one that's on Johann and the one that Leopold didn't kill with his
Yeah.
dying action.
So that one jumps towards you, and of
Mhm.
course the one fighting with Johann tries to desperately tear out his throat. Johann, you go first. I mean, the ghoul goes first, of course. You know what I mean.
Wait, Johann goes?
No. I mean,
the ghoul goes first.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, let's do this.
The ghoul tries to slash at you, but you block everything with your shield. Lucas, you see your ghoul jumping towards you,
Mm-hmm.
and it fails miserably. You guys go now.
Okay. I want to draw my knife so
Yes.
I have an off weapon
Mhm.
for parrying purposes,
Nice.
and then do my 2 attacks against the ghoul that just lunged at me.
Do you have quick draw?
Probably not.
So you can
Let me
make your
check.
attacks because drawing a weapon is a single action.
Ah, okay. In that case,
You might have it. Sure you don't have it?
I don't see. Is that a skill or a talent?
It's a talent.
Yeah, I definitely don't have it then. In that case, I was thinking it was a half action. In that case, I just want to attack with 2 attacks. I think I have dodge blow. I think that would be a safer
Mm.
opportunity. So yeah, I'm gonna do 2 attacks instead. Draw my
Okay.
dagger.
So you're slashing at the creature with your hatchet. First attack.
Uh-huh.
It will
Nice.
try and dodge. It jumped away.
Oh goodness.
Second minus 10. It connected. Roll for damage. And yeah, this time you've only managed to slash its skin. It hissed, but it's still fighting. And now we have Schmidt. Oh, Schmidt. Now we have your ghoul, who's before you, because you were spinning around.
Oh, Okay.
So,
Haha!
Yay!
That's how I defeat most of my opponents.
oh. Alright, what it looked like, the ghoul tried very hard to strike you with its gangly arm, and you've put up such a defense that you've broken said arm. The creature squealed in pain, and and it doesn't, like, it's not attacking anymore, at least right now. It, fell back, mewing. Now it's your time to shine.
Okay, are there only 2 left?
Yeah, one.
Yeah. There's
Alright,
yours and mine.
the one's kind of yielding, right?
Yeah.
So, can I attack the one that is attacking Lucas?
Alright, let me see very quickly.
If it's not like too far out of the way, otherwise I would just push the attack on the other.
Yeah,
Like-
you can attack the one fighting with Lucas.
Okay.
That said, you are still engaged with your ghoul, technically, so you don't get
Oh.
plus 10%. No, the ghoul won't
Okay,
attack.
never mind then.
The ghoul
Never
won't,
mind.
the ghoul won't attack you, but you don't get 10% bonus.
Okay, I thought he was fleeing combat, so
No.
I'll continue to attack the one I'm already engaged with. then.
Alright, slash at it.
Okay. Do swift attack, so 2 attacks.
You have a bonus modifier to that, by the way.
Okay. All right. Well, that's 1 missed.
How many weapon skill do you have?
36.
Yeah, so you've missed that. Second attack, minus 10.
Oops.
Yeah, you're
I hit that twice, but yeah, they
Yes.
both missed.
you're making your way forward, slashing wildly, but the ghoul just, tiptoes back.
You're still disoriented from the spinning around and the mold. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this were the ghoul. No, now we have Andy's ghoul, right?
Well, you lunged at me, and I thought that was, or was that last round's attack?
That was last round because
Okay,
first
then,
it
then
was
yes,
you.
it would be.
Yeah.
Yes, then it would be mine.
Yeah.
Or my ghouls.
Yeah. So it's trying to also claw at you. No. No, the thing is trying to kill you, but it just can't penetrate your defenses. Now you go.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do the 2 attacks again.
Mhm.
I guess the one attacking me isn't attacking me.
Are there no modifiers?
Yeah, it failed to dodge. Roll damage.
Okay.
Get him.
Oh.
Nice. Well,
Well, it already had 6 on it, so that would give it 12. Because I'm assuming they've got no. Well, they might have like a thick hide or something.
they got toughness though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you've opened another gash. The thing is bleeding and it's pissed off. Roll for second attack. Minus 10. Nice.
Nice.
Roll for damage.
There you go.
Yeah, and the second attack was enough to. Yeah, the second attack was enough to kill it, essentially. You've simply hacked it to pieces. And then, together with Schmidt, you fell on the stricken ghoul, who was, who was in shock from the splintered arm, and you've killed it without mercy. Nice. Your comrades are lying there on the ground. What are you going to do, Andy?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I would be tempted to leave them. I mean, personally, I don't want to, but character-wise, he would. It would take him a minute. He would sit there and he would look at him for a minute. He would try, like he would try to make sure the blood flow was staunched and all that kind of stuff. See if they were alive.
Mm-hmm.
If they were alive, he would make sure that they were bandaged and stuff. But at that point, he would look at Johann and see if Johann says anything to him.
Johann, do you say anything to him?
Well, I'm going to kind of see how they're doing as well. Kind of try to wake Sally and wake.
First of all, you see that Sally has those, huge gashes on his neck and face, and Leopold looks like he just lost a lot of not only blood but also a lot of flesh on his pelvis and chest. By the way, Sally and Leopold, minus 10% toughness test for both of you.
Okay. Nope.
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 Alright.
I failed.
I'm gonna look over to Lucas and how far do you reckon we are to wherever you need to be?
That's a good question. How far are we from where?
You're almost there.
Okay, so
I think we're almost there.
well, I'll grab the little one if you want to take the larger one.
Lucas looks at him for a minute. You can see the wheels turning in his head, and then he picks up. He picks up Leopold, I guess.
They begin to moan and they return to their senses. Slowly. Leopold, you are in agony, and Sally, you can feel your neck and face just burning.
Sally, do you have it in you to help support your friend Leopold?
I say something in Italian.
We gotta keep our swords hands free. I'm trying to reason with him, I'm trying to show him compassion, and this is.
I answered in Italian, but if you keep pressing it, I'm gonna say I said yes.
Do I know? I don't think he does, but he's from Marienburg, so I don't know if he would know Italian.
No, you don't know Italian.
All right.
I mean, you can tell that he's speaking Italian, but you don't understand the language. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of nod and tap him on the shoulder and go retrieve the two torches if Lucas already hasn't grabbed one.
I'm holding my throat, I guess.
And then, with a torch in one hand and the sword in the other, I'm gonna kind of nod to Lucas if,
Yeah,
the map.
I'll get the other. I'll put my hatchet up, get the other map out, get the torch, get a good idea of where to go, put the map back in, and pull my hatchet again.
All right. You are almost there.
Yeah. Lucas, then Schmidt, followed by the other two, and then Schmidt will continue to keep an eye on the two, make sure they don't fall behind.
You can also see that Leopold. Well, he's sitting first of all, and just moaning in agony. But you can tell from his wound that he won't be able to move fast.
Yeah.
I'll help Leopold because I think I can walk. I just have a huge gash in my neck.
Yeah. Leopold, as you get up, you can feel that something's wrong with your pelvis and of course your chest. You can only hobble forward. Your center of balance is completely off, and you doubt that you'll be able to jump away from attacks, if at all.
Did you guys not receive any not healing salves, but healing drought or anything?
I think we
keep
them.
forgetting.
I've got some, but one, Lucas is no longer the kind of person that would tell people about that. If it meant he had to share it. Two, we've also had some bad experiences not using those, right? So
I don't. Droughts
I used them. Any healing drafts I had, I used.
Wait.
Oh wait, no. I guess I do have one.
Yeah, we got some recently.
Guys,
well, you guys got.
guys, healing salves only work
Yes.
when you're lightly wounded.
Understood.
But
Droughts.
when you're and healing draughts only work, I think when you are making heal test.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, is that not the other way around?
No, it's not.
I thought droughts were the ones that.
Yeah. I
was-
thought when you're
it's-
critically wounded, you could take one and it'll give you one wound back until
Yeah.
you hit a threshold, and then it gives you a
Full.
So
like a dice
are-
amount.
Are we back at 1 hit point, or am I still at -4?
You're on one. Oh, wait a second, I
Okay.
need to check it out. But I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah, I think one is if you're heavily wounded, you get 1 point back, and if you're not heavily wounded, you get 4 back. And then the other one is like the salve. I think is the one that takes time, and you need to do a heal test, and
Yeah.
you have to wait for a while for, and then that gives you like 10 or D10.
Mm.
But I don't think we have.
Yeah, wait, it's here. Yeah, we've actually house ruled that it adds a single point if you're heavily wounded, because it normally doesn't heal heavily wounded people. But okay, let's say that healing drought gives you +1, and healing salve you take before before a heal test.
Okay.
So Leopold, if you're drinking yours, then you have 2 hit points right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll drink it. Why not?
All right. How many do you drink?
I just have the one.
All
I
right,
drink it,
all right.
and I'll take it off my inventory.
All right. So you drink the last one, and you move. Well, you all move forward.
Yep.
Lucas leads the way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So. The second.
Meanwhile, if there's any kind of stick or anything that is down here that might act as a crutch or
No,
a cane.
there is nothing here. Alright. It normally would probably take you much quicker to reach your destination, but unfortunately with what happened to Sally and Leopold, you are all moving exceptionally slower. And so, after almost 20 minutes, and 2 of your torches going out, so you need to burn another 2, or use
Okay.
lantern.
Okay. My last torch.
All right,
We can burn.
And we can use one of mine.
all right.
Okay.
You approach what looks to be the X on the map. It's a long tunnel, dark and slimy. You can essentially smell the odious stench coming from all around you. It's much worse than your usual sewer aroma. Yeah, and sorry, and okay, so Brian, no problem. And effectively, you can see that the walls are covered in this strange, these strange growths. It looks like mold, like some kind of, like a cross between a mold and moss. There are insects scurrying all around you, away from your light sources. There's this squelch under your feet as you move forward. You are walking through puddles of shallow, stinking, thick water, or some kind of liquid, actually. Yeah, and it's just so horrible. It's just, yeah, it's just terrible. And then you see that the darkness is moving. right in front of you. It should not be moving, but it does. And the darkness sprouts tentacles. Black and slimy.
Shoggoth.
In the light of your torches, you can see a creature. Not from this world, that's for sure. It looks like a gigantic black slug. It's it has a lot of tentacles, which thrash in front of it. It moves towards you, not slowly. You can't see any eyes. However, you can see a cavernous mouth filled with fangs and horrible teeth. Everyone rolls terror tests.
What is that? That's willpower.
Yes.
So -10 willpower.
Good.
I failed.
You failed. Oh, and
I failed.
Brian.
I'm not a curse.
Sean passed. Brian passed. Jason.
No, I failed because I'm at -10 still from the
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
So
Okay. So first I need to check one thing. I need to check if terror does what I think it does.
Of course, I'm
you run away at half speed.
Because I think that not passing a terror test means that you've just acquired insanity points, but I may be mistaken. If anyone has the rule book right next to them, you might check it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've got yeah, let's see. Allow me to search it.
Yeah, I have it open too. I wonder if it's terror.
This doesn't appear to be searchable.
Cause terror as
What page?
my PDF is getting there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Fear and terror test.
Oh, and here it is.
It's for me it's 197 it starts and it goes into 198 is where it's
So
actually
it will
at.
probably be here as well.
It's
maybe.
before fate points.
What's the actual book page number on there?
198.
Oh, it is. It is. Okay.
No, I
Yeah.
don't have it here. Jesus, wait
Let's
a
see.
Ah, this. Yeah.
Yeah, wait.
A character who fails a terror test gains 1 insanity point and
Yeah.
is said to be terrified. A terrified character must run away at top speed until out of sight of the terror-inducing monster or scene. A terrified character who cannot run curls up into a ball in a near catatonic state and counts as being helpless. On the following round, the character can make another terror test with the same consequences. This continues until the character makes a successful test or the thing causing the terror is moved out of sight.
All right, Sean, Jason, and Andy. You each get 1 insanity point.
Okay.
Sean, that means you have 6. You need to roll willpower.
Except I have does strong-minded do anything?
Okay, yeah. I think
Yeah.
you need to collect 8 then.
Correct.
Schmidt, this is your first. Andy, I think it is also your first after.
It's my first since my
And
psychosis.
the 3 of you simply run away. I mean, yeah, you are all before this thing. It has agility 10. So you are all before this thing. Yeah, you're all running away. Sally, you're standing there, terrified because this creature is simply
Dropping stuff.
this creature is simply horrible. But you are standing your ground.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, but yeah, your friends are. You can essentially hear them and running away. What are you doing?
I'm running away too, but hopefully looking cooler while I do it.
All right, you're all running away. The creature pursues. So the three of you, you've run. Let's say that you've just traversed the corner. So the thing that was terrifying you is no longer within your eyesight. You can try and steady yourselves. Willpower tests.
Still no dice.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, another test.
Yeah, but this time without insane points. Lucas, you've composed yourself while Schmidt and Leopold continued. Oh, actually, Leopold, you have 2 movement.
Oh yeah, I was helping him.
No, you were not. You've said that you are running away.
Why?
Or okay.
No, I'm gonna leave him. I'm not.
Oh, you are leaving him.
Yeah, I have no choice. I'm not gonna be the only one. Yeah.
All right. So Leopold, you were left behind, as they say.
Okay. Well, I'm running though, aren't I? Or
Yeah, you are
hobbling?
running, so you
Yeah.
can't even make tests. Not yet. The
Okay.
thing behind you,
Mm-hmm.
it
Sorry, Leopold.
That's cool. No,
the thing behind you, yeah, it's chasing you. That said, you are running, which hopefully will be enough to put enough distance. Although you do know that it will probably not. You can feel the creature just getting closer and closer. Lucas, as you've traversed the corner, you've stopped. Schmidt just ran past you. And you can see Salvatore also, running towards you. You don't see Leopold anywhere.
As a tabaclender,
Yeah.
I don't appreciate much these blasphemies against nature. I also see the potential glory in killing a gross spawn thingy.
Yes.
I'm gonna be stupid and try to kill it.
All right. So what are you doing? And how are you doing this?
So I'm guessing it's not a chance of being able to charge it at this point.
No, you need to emerge. Yeah.
I'm gonna draw my dagger.
Yeah.
So I have 2 weapons, and I'm going to advance towards it.
All right. Sally, you see that Lucas drew his dagger and he simply walked past you, back the way he came from. You're continue to run, or are you staying?
I'm gonna stay now that I'm not the only one fighting it.
All right.
And do I still have the torch? Or I
Yeah.
think somebody took it.
No, I mean, those of you who were terrified, you've dropped your torches. I can let you keep your weapons, but there was no way in hell that you would be sane enough to just keep everything to yourselves. It's essentially you've temporarily went insane after seeing this.
Well, I passed the test, didn't I?
Oh, so
I just chose to run.
So in that case, you have your torch, of course.
Okay. With torch and sword, then I'm going in behind Lucas.
All right, Lucas and Sally, you traverse the corner and you see that Leopold is trying to hop away, and the creature essentially took on a burst of speed and charges him. It tries to ram him.
Nice knowing you guys.
And yeah, one of its tentacles went for Leo's head. But we shall see if it will do anything. 3, 6. How much do you have on your head, Leo? Total with toughness and armor?
Would be 7.
So nothing. Essentially, you were suddenly struck in the back of your head by something fleshy. It bounced from your armor. You can feel that it left some kind of slime, and the smell is just the worst thing about this thing. And the sounds, it's like you can feel the decay and pestilence emanating from this thing. it's truly it's truly an abomination against nature. All right, so now we'll go with the last order of initiative, which means that first it's Sally, then it's Lucas, then it's Leopold, finally we have Schmidt, and then it will be the creature. Sally, you see that the creature is trying to devour Leopold. The tentacles are slowly closing around him, trying to snare him. What are you doing?
How far away am I?
You are on a charge range, if you are asking about that.
Do I have time to go for the flashbang first?
Yeah, but you won't be able to charge this turn. You need to take the flashbang out of your backpack, which means you have to sheath your sword, take down your backpack, open your backpack, pull out the flashbang, pull out the pin, throw the flashbang. It will take you around 3 turns.
Okay, then I'm going to...
There's a reason why Special Forces guys wear this on their vests.
Can I wave the torch and shout at it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to try and draw it past Leopold.
I don't understand. Are you walking past Leopold towards the creature?
No, I'm staying where I am, but I'm trying to get it to move like this way.
All right, you're shouting at it and waving a torch. It doesn't seem to care. You don't see that it has any eyes.
Like if a bear's attacking, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's also not a bear.
Okay. Doesn't have eyes.
Yes, it's a giant slug, which which has this aura of supernatural dread around it. But all right, you're waving your torch and you're shouting out, "Ha ha ha!" All right, Lucas.
Okay. I'm gonna charge into it.
Thanks. Go for it.
Okay.
You have -5 to charge because of the slippery surface.
Okay. Can I make 2 attacks with a charge?
No.
No. Okay.
You could if you would be playing a Bretonnian knight. 6.
I failed.
That'll be my next character.
Wait, because charge is +10. No, I'm sorry. Bretonnians are off limits in my games. They are completely broken, unfortunately, in this game. I mean, you can play a Bretonnian knight, but you would have to use rules for Imperial knights.
Right.
A charge is +10, -5.
Oh, okay. So it's +10 -5. It's +5,
Yes.
which means I still hit.
It doesn't even dodge, just roll damage.
Okay.
Sigmar.
Half a Sigmar.
All right, you've
That's like Sigmar Reborn.
yeah, you've slashed at it. You've slashed this creature. You've opened up its jellied body. Some kind of stuff flew out. It's the worst smelling thing you've ever you ever had the
Pleasure.
pleasure to smell. Now it is Schmidt.
Yeah, I guess I still need to
No,
pass
sorry. Now it's Leopold. Compose yourself.
Okay.
Or no, sorry. You need to. It's terror, so you need to. You need to run away from it. You can't see it. Yeah.
Okay, I have to get away from it in order to compose myself.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna keep on trying to hobble away.
How the combat works? You are essentially engaged with it, and
Okay.
you're moving away from combat, which means that this thing has a free attack.
Free hack. Got it. Nothing I can do about it.
You're trying to get free, but
Yes.
fortunately the tentacles just fly around you. Sigmar is with you this day. There's
Ah,
no stopping you.
I wish it had killed itself with its own tentacle.
Yes. Now we have Schmidt.
All right, now do I still need to recover from terror, or since I'm out of sight?
Andy, you still have the rules.
Yeah. As I read it, if you're out of sight, you recover, but because you didn't pass, I'm guessing if you came back into sight, you would have to take a
Yeah,
test.
you will need to.
That's the way it read to me.
Yeah, you will need to make the test again.
All right, I'll make a test, and otherwise I'll still be behind the corner, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey.
No. Wait, Jason, because you've automatically passed. You don't see it anymore. But
Well, I'm guessing to re-engage it, I would essentially have to pass
yes,
order
but
to re-engage
you haven't
it.
yet engaged it.
Well, that was the intention.
Oh, so you are
That's what I meant to do. Like, I'm going to engage it, so I'm going to need to pass it.
okay. So even so, after you've passed a fear or terror test, for a single turn you can't do anything, except parry or dodge. So you are essentially catching your breath and trying not to shit yourself.
Right.
And only then you will roll one more time after you emerge from around the corner. Alright, now this thing. This thing, of course, now is trying to attack you, Andy.
Okay.
And since it's a very dumb creature, first nothing. The tentacles flail all around you, but this creature is very chaotic in its attacks. And so you dodge away, you parry with your hatchet. This thing is making these horrible sounds, like slurping, roaring, bellowing, strange sounds, very unsettling. Yes, it is truly a horrible fiend. And now we have new round. Sally, you see that fortunately Leopold has gotten away from the thing. Lucas is fighting it. What are you going to do?
I'm charging in.
You can
with,
charge. You can charge. Yes. Minus
There's,
5 plus 5 plus 10 for Lucas. So plus 15 total.
Okay, and just the one attack
Yes.
for the first round?
Yes. Just one attack.
Okay.
Nice. Roll for damage.
Come on, Sigmar.
7 plus, I have a strength of 4.
So 11.
11. Yeah. I don't think I have my shot, I think. But
No,
not
my shot is only for ranged weapons. You've charged in, you've piled in, you've stabbed the thing. It bellowed. Oh, by the way, what I was saying. Who has Tylian swords? I mean, Leopold.
I do.
Okay.
I do, yeah. I think Sally lost his.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and so I think I'm the only one left who has one, or maybe, or yeah, I'm the only one
I
left who
don't
has.
have one.
Yeah, it was
I don't
just
think
Sally.
I ever had one.
Yeah, I think it was just Sally and I, and was there a third one?
Yeah. I think there were.
Yeah.
Wait, there were supposed to be 3.
Yeah, I thought there were 3, and
Did
I know
Gennaro
for-
have one? I never had one.
I think Jenner might have had one.
Yeah. No, he didn't. I think Lucas was supposed to have one.
I don't remember ever getting one. Also, I kind of think he might have tried to stay away from the sword.
All right. So
Yeah, and I don't have. There's not one on my. So if I did have one, it's gone.
all right. So Sean, remember that the sword gives you bonuses to combat
Yes.
because it's of good quality.
Yeah, I think it's in there baked in the thing because I have it when I remember to roll the thing. Let me see here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that you have it. Just remember about the rules. All right. So now after Sally, we have Lucas. Lucas, Sally is fighting, side by side with you.
Okay. I'm going to use 2 attacks this time then.
So first is plus 10. Roll for damage. 7. Right. You're slowly cutting this thing to pieces. Horrible, disgusting, gelatinous pieces. But it's still in the fight. Second. Go.
Nice.
Roll for nice D10. Oh,
I just got second Sigmar.
D10.
So I roll another D10 now?
Yeah, just D10. Alright. Sally, you've distracted the creature long enough for Lucas to essentially strike it 3 times with such huge force that he simply split this thing in 2. from top to bottom. Also, he managed somehow to remove few of the accursed creature's tentacles. The thing fell to the ground and it melted. It turned into this puddle of disgusting, stinking slime. And behind it, in the light of your torch, you see that it was standing, or rather it was placed, before a heavy-set, iron-bound wooden door. Probably your destination.
Shit.
But we shall find out next time.
And I want to add, while Lucas was doing that, while he was chopping it up, he was screaming the kind of things that bullies scream at people when they're beating the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sally, you were pretty shocked to hear what essentially Lucas was screaming. He was like this worst kind of criminal scum hired to just beat someone to death. He was screaming it. I'm not going, of course, to say it out loud because it was mainly like swear words and curses and stuff like that. But even for you, it was pretty hardcore. Especially coming from someone who's normally so composed as Lucas. Alright, guys. That's it for today. Jesus Christ, what a bloodbath.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of wounds.
Yeah. Oh,
Wonder if I can sneak myself
Sally,
back
but
into
the last thing you see... You know what is the last thing you see? Who's standing right next to the door? Smiling to you. At you. As he always did.
Did you get my message before?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm guessing is it Genera?
You don't know. You don't see anything.
Okay. I'm trying to put it in the notes. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave that part out of the notes.
Right. For today's game, everyone gets 65 points. For your characters, 10 points each. For the place of birth, Brian, Talia.
I said Vapadarathi at the glowing puddle. Made a calamari joke.
I can give you 5 points for that. Andrew?
Okay.
What was it? We were joking. I've already forgotten what it was I said, but there was the kind of curmudgeonly stuff. But then there's also the attacking this thing because it's a
it's an
kind
abomination.
of not really. This one kind of overlaps with religion, but I think given his current psychological state, it would be more of a place of birth than a religion thing for him.
I'll give you 10 points for that.
Jason? How many did Sally get, by the way? 5, okay.
Jason?
Schmidt said something about the I'm trying to think the situation, but he kind of cursed kind of a Marienburg curse with the like maybe tides. I'm trying to think when it was.
Yeah, you were talking about the tides. I will give you 5 points for that.
Okay.
Sean?
I don't think I said anything about Vincent or Nolan.
Remember that you can also act with Senlandi and stuff.
I don't feel like I even acted because I think I was just doing other stuff.
Okay.
So I think I missed it today.
Okay. So after that we have religion. Brian?
There was all these bodies in the sewer and like floor collapsed on some skeleton or something. And I said they fell out of favor with Ronaldo. Like it's unlucky.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. 10 points. After that we have Andrew.
Nothing. Since like I said, I kind of chose birthplace over religion for my stuff, so that would be nothing.
Jason?
Nothing really. I don't even know this guy's.
You can choose.
Okay.
Okay, after that we have Sean.
I was, saying, I smite you in the name of Sigmar kind of thing for the ghouls, and there was one other thing I said about Sigmar, I thought. But I think that was the only thing. It didn't come up with the Beastmen because I didn't see them, apparently.
So should I give you points?
Well, maybe half.
All right, take 5. Star sign, Brian.
Righteous, fearless, merciful. I really wanted to kill the mutants.
You've run away from Leopold. You've essentially left a comrade behind, 0. Andrew?
That's a wash.
Yeah.
Hold on. What's my Mummet the Fool, which is sensible, intuitive, and lucky. I mean, I kind of felt like that was the not getting into a fight with the mutants.
Yeah, very nice. 10 points. Intuitive, lucky. Yeah, and you wanted to leave the guys behind because they were,
That was more of the mental illness.
Yeah. Jason?
Don't really have one.
Oh, okay. We need to roll for that.
Yeah.
I mean, Jason, roll for these guys, like all the things, okay?
Sure.
Star sign, Doom, and then think which kind of god Schmidt would actually venerate.
Something water. Well, I don't know.
Manan, probably.
Anon, probably.
Yeah, or Stromfos if he's hardcore.
Yeah, there you go.
Sean?
Cacklefax. I felt like I was trying to, I kept the pennies. I was trying to search the bones.
Yeah, very cool. 10 points. Yeah, that was like. You were greedy. You were a greedy bastard today. So now Dooming, Brian. Doom.
I don't have anything for Doom.
Okay. Andy.
The sword shall bring no justice, only suffering. Actually, so the same thing for the star sign would really be it. So I don't know that it's fair to double dip on that.
It's not really. It should not double.
Right. So, I can't really think of anything else that would be fair to call under that. So.
Okay. Jason.
Again, don't really have a Doom yet, so can't apply.
Yeah, sure. Sean?
Although I was pushing the pace, I don't know if I was specifically thinking of the hourglass shatters before that last grain falls. I mean, I wasn't thinking about it in terms of going
mission.
across across the spores in particular. So I don't know that I could really call that for myself.
Yeah, not really. I also didn't saw a lot of halfling today, Brian, but it's normal.
When the spores went off and we had to wait, I said it's a perfect time for a snack.
Okay, cool. 5 points. Nice one.
Now Leopold was always taking point until obviously he couldn't anymore. I don't know if that would be relevant to his.
And I thought Johan had a good idea with burning off the spores.
Okay, yeah, sure. Johan, 5 points.
Okay.
But I saw no other ideas today.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So that's it for today. Okay, guys. Let me just.
Good thing I have lots of money to buy new armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've instantly gotten a little lighter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
really.
should just keep those money for visiting the Light College of Magic and just ask them to heal your wounds.
I need to go to the Light College now?
Or find a very powerful Shalayan priestess.
Yeah, I was
But
going to say, I don't know.
just so you know, this kind of spells, even Shalayans will charge you essentially 100+ gold crowns for that.
Alright.
Medical bills are going through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
contrary to belief, Shalayans actually charge quite a lot. Especially from adventurers, since they are people who are they are sort of, giving themselves all those wounds because of their own, will, so to speak. Yeah, they don't need to go to all those horrible places, and yet they do. So,
Well, and if you think about it, I mean, if they didn't charge, like everybody every time they just like Nurgle would have no power because everybody just go to the Chileans,
Exactly. I mean, the priests who are able to heal wounds, like the one that Sean has, they are the anointed priests, and I think there's like one for every 1,000 normal priests, something like that. They are extremely rare. So it would probably be easier for you to find a light sage and just pay him.
Okay.
Now, Altdorf, isn't that where like the College of Magic is?
Of course. Although they also don't, like I said, they don't do these things cheaply.
Well, yeah, I mean, just as far as finding one.
Yeah, if at all. I mean, even people with money, they are sometimes turned away by the elite magisters because, well, they don't really need to do that unless you are someone very powerful or influential. But of course, some of them help out of the goodness of their hearts. Some of them. Okay, guys. Anyway, let's check out the calendar. What about 16th?
Of January or of December?
December.
That's probably not going to work for me.
Okay.
Most of December is pretty booked for me.
Okay.
I can check with my wife when she gets back, but I'm pretty sure we've got something going on that weekend.
And the 30th?
The 30th might be, that's after Christmas. That's probably more doable for me.
What do
Sorry for that noise.
What do you guys say about that?
I'll be coming back from a trip, I think, either on the 30th. I need to find out exactly the logistics of that because I'll be out like 18th to the 30th. I just don't know when I'll be back on the 30th. So it might work. I just need to look it up.
Sean?
Yeah, I'm similar. I think I'm coming back the 31st. I think I'm like 21st to the 31st traveling. So I might be able to do it on the 30th.
All right. So just check it out, guys. Brian, are you okay with 30th?
I think so.
Okay. So check your calendars. If not, then we'll think about something else. Either 16th, although I would like to have all of you, or we'll just play after the new year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll check on the 16th when my wife gets back.
Check on 16th, and the rest of you check on the 30th of December. Okay. Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
See you around. Have fun.
Thank you.
Roll a backup character.
Well, it's always wise thing to have one. How much fate points do you have? 3, right?
I still have 3.
You're fine.
Not,
oh,
yeah,
and oh yeah, you're not crazy. You're not yet crazy. Okay.
no, because I got that strong-minded a while back. So.
Yeah. Although I will write to you about your potential disorder, right?
Sure.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Great, guys. See you later. Have fun.
Cool.
See ya.
Thanks. Bye.